Peace to the family. This is Abdul Ali, candidate for U.S. House District 12 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's just be real, folks. The Democrats have destroyed our major cities. Their policies have made us less safe, they've given us less economic opportunity, and they've provided less educational opportunities for our children. And that's why I'm running for Congress, because I know what it takes to improve these issues. I've got great working relationships already in D.C. I've spent the last 10 years of my life building my political resume so that one of us, somebody who thinks like we do, could get into D.C. and make a difference. I want you to visit aliforcongress.com to find out more about my campaign. The Democrats have already done enough, and now they're putting illegal aliens in front of people like you and me, folks whose ancestors built this country and made it what it is today. So again, I'm asking you to support me in my run for U.S. House District 12 here in North Carolina. You don't have to live in North Carolina to support, because what happens in Congress affects the entire country. So again, it's aliforcongress.com. I hope to have your support. Peace and love, y'all.
All right, I know I started it a little early. Peace to the family. Let's see who we got tapping in. All right. We got the family coming in. We got a lot of stuff to discuss. Well, not a lot, but let me see. We got a few things to discuss. We got a few things to discuss, and I want to try to get them all in. I want to try to get everything in. Listen, and let me say this. I don't know how far you went, but I'm sure by the fact that you ended that statement where I'm speechless, you know why I just ended the video right where I ended the video, like boop. But I have another piece of that conversation that we need to get to today. So, listen, everybody, please go ahead, send in your Cash Apps, right? Cash App, $ Minister Inky. You guys have to continue to support this campaign. You got to continue to support the real. It's only me left on the internet. I'm the only one. Like, everybody is just driving views and likes and clicks right now. Nobody is driving understanding. Nobody's driving teaching, sharing like information. It's just a matter of dopamine hits. You know what I'm saying? People are just like, and it's like people have this hunger, like they're just clicking the next video. Oh my God, Kevin Hart was there. Jay-Z was there. This one was there. That one was there. Listen, let me ask y'all a question, right? Listen, because people is really missing it. And I thought that the smarter people would understand like that. I thought people would just catch on like that. But people is still like they slow. People is still like they slow. So I'm gonna have to make it more plain for you guys by asking y'all this one question, right? Here's the question. The question is, Diddy is getting shut down because he's doing sex parties at his mansion, right? Listen to this. Just listen to what I'm saying. Follow this for a second. Diddy is getting shut down supposedly because he been doing these parties at his mansion or different man. You know, he got houses all around. So he doing these parties with, you know, it's sex, it's drugs, and now apparently to add insult to injury, there are underage, you know, there are minors involved. Dun, dun, dun. There are minors involved. Dun, dun. Listen, think about this. You got to ask yourself. You got to ask yourself the magic question, right? Here's the magic question in Father Diddy. Now, this ain't, listen, Diddy is not the main story. Today's main story is the herpes outbreak that's happening throughout the OnlyFans community that's spreading throughout the rest of the neighborhoods because the OnlyFans community is the community. Y'all forget that the OnlyFans porn community / the Twitter or whatever it is now, the X porn community. So Twitter and OnlyFans have created a porn community out of regular people. I want y'all to understand this. So the only difference between the porn industry and the OnlyFans and Twitter is that OnlyFans and Twitter is not regulated because it's just private accounts. It's just like regular people filming themselves doing sex, charging like, you know, like, so the outbreak in the OnlyFans community is an outbreak in the actual community, right? So we're going to talk about that. That is the number one thing we're going to be talking about. We're going to be discussing herpes because herpes also is a part of every other story, if you notice. Herpes is a part of every story, if you notice. Herpes is a part of the Diddy story. Oh, I heard Diddy gave some kids herpes. You know, herpes always makes an entrance. You know what I'm saying? Herpes is like a government. Right about now, at this point, herpes is like a what they call a CI. What's that? The confidential informant. Herpes is like a confidential informant working for the government. So listen, we're going to discuss herpes. We're going to discuss herpes. We're going to discuss a few things. Listen. Listen, that's what we got to discuss because a lot of families break. This is a serious issue in our community. Herpes, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna really spend some time on that over the next couple of weeks. Like we're gonna really make sure that we're gonna ring that bell. We're gonna put that out there because the complications to brain disease, heart disease, like there's a lot of things that people don't know. So we're gonna get the playtime stuff out of the way, and then we're gonna get to the serious stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to really ask yourself, how come it is that Hugh Hefner was never taken down in the same fashion as Puffy or at all? Hugh Hefner and Playboy Mansion is a part of the community. Hugh Hefner and Playboy Mansion has been a part of the fabric of America since I was a little boy. You see how tricky that got? Now you go ask anybody that's over 35 years old. You go ask anybody that's over 40 years old that question. If all these sex parties at Puffy's house with the celebrities is a crime that you got to come with the them big guns and put it on the kids and all that kind of stuff, how they did that and put it on the news. If that's the case, just explain Hugh Hefner. Just explain Hugh Hefner. I'm just asking y'all just to explain Hugh Hefner. Before we even go in, did y'all notice we didn't even waste no time on a long intro? We just turned the video right on. And I'm just wanting y'all to explain to me Hugh Hefner. That's all. Just explain to me the difference between Hugh Hefner and Puffy. Okay. All right. But at least we're not at least you're not delusional to think that this has something to do with right and wrong. Right? Because I'm not on the list at the parties. I haven't been to the Diddy party. I've been to a lot of parties. I haven't been to the Diddy party. Right? So I don't have a, you know, I wasn't polite with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, although I ain't gonna front, me and one of my friends, he's gonna say confidential. Soon as we seen polite with Diddy, yo, listen. Soon as we seen polite with Diddy, we already knew that both of those niggas was going to jail for sure. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, the moment that we seen polite with Diddy, we knew both of those niggas was going to jail, because that's the same as, like, I mean, that's like putting matches and gasoline. You know, I'm just saying. Why did Hugh Hefner? Listen, y'all got to share this video. Y'all got to hit the like button. Then y'all got to copy the top of the link of the video and put that on your social media page. Put it on Facebook. Put it on your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Or take a screenshot, put it on Instagram and say, yo, we live right now. You have to go take a moment and share the video. You got to share the video. Let me see if I can share the damn video. Because y'all ain't sharing the damn video. Let me see if I can share the video. Oh, listen, let me tell you something. Them hands that he bit. Listen.
Myron!
Oh,
Myron!
what?
What are you doing? What you doing?
What you talking about? What am I doing?
You reading them nasty books again, right, Myron?
Everybody read no nasty books, man. You scared the hell out of me. What you talking about, man? Well, I ain't did that in about 2 weeks.
You all yesterday, 2 weeks. What you reading? What you reading?
You scared the goddamn book, man. Dr. Inky. I went on Amazon and got 3 Dr. Inky books because I'm reading about melatonin and biochemistry.
What is, Myron, that's not even a, first of all, it's not melatonin and whatever it is that you just said. It's melanin and biochemistry. You can't even pronounce the word, so how you reading? How you reading, Myron?
I'm not looking at the pictures. I got the books right here. I'm looking at the pictures. You know, it ain't nothing nasty about this. So what are you talking about? I got all the books right here. What are you talking about?
Myron, you don't even know how to read. Every time we get mail, you bring it to me. You think I don't know that?
I got hooked on Phoenix. Now, what you talking about? I was hooked on Phoenix, so I know how to read.
As of when? Because first of all, hooked on phonics, I believe it's for kids. There's no such thing as hooked on Phoenix. And if I recall, you're the same person that thought reindeer was pronounced reinder, and you're the same person that thought pigeon was pronounced piggy-on. So it makes sense that you went to hooked on Phoenix.
Man, such a dumbass.
No,
you always trying to say somebody can't read. I know exactly what I'm talking about, man. I'm reading the books. I got the book. I got the goddamn receipt right here. For the books. What are you talking about?
Well, you need to return them for somebody who know how to read them. And I still don't. It's probably all type of stuff in the inside of the books, Myron. That's how sneaky you are. Give me the books. Give me the books, Myron.
Hell no.
Give me the books, Myron.
Amazon.
Give me the books, Myron.
I'm not giving you none. I got these books on Amazon. I'm not giving you the books. Ain't that no?
Yo, well, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I've been in this game for years. You're animals to this shit. Animal, baby.
All right. All right. So I try to share it a little bit. Now y'all need to go out and do y'all part and share the video a little bit, right? So we can get some folks. Now, let's jump right into this situation, right? Because I want to get past this, right? So you got Hugh Hefner, you got Puffy. The worst thing so far we've heard, I mean, we've seen the domestic violence thing, so that's that, right? We've seen that, that's that. But domestic violence in this country is not treated equally for women and men as a domestic violence victim. I'm telling you that, right? So that's that. I'm not even going to have that argument right now. As far as the guns that they took out of his house, listen, if they was to start, I'm keeping it real. If they was to start going through some of these suburban white folks' houses, bro, come on now, stop it, man. These folks got everything, literally, except for the tank at their house, man. Like that. Let's stop being ridiculous with somebody. Oh my God, they had guns in his house. What do you mean? He's a billionaire. How does he not have guns? Like, how is he protecting his family without guns and video cameras? Like, so let's relax. Let's talk about the real stuff, right? The trafficking, the children, the underage, blah, blah, blah. All of the things that I agree with everybody that says he should be prosecuted for, he should be prosecuted for. I'm just saying there are some discrepancies in how the justice is being, right? Because there's a very interesting story. There's a very interesting story. Have you guys heard of this story right here? Did you guys ever hear about this story right here? You guys ever hear about this story right here? That Brooke Shields was 10 years old when she started being naked at Hugh Hefner's house. This is Snopes. You know, Snopes is famous for fact checking. Let's see what the fact check says. Let's see what the fact check says. Here's the claim. Playboy published new photographs of 10 years old Brooke Shields. And the fact check says what? In 1975, blah, 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 blah. And the photo's right here. And the photo is right here. Now, they got it like blocked off and all that. So I'm not going to, you can't see the photo, obviously. But I'm not even going to show the blocked off photo. But I'm just saying, Hugh Hefner, Puff Daddy. So this is I'm just saying, this is a learned behavior, right? Puffy this not the originator of this. He is a copier, right? Literally, we have never known Puffy to be original. Respectfully, he's never claimed to be original at anything. His claim to fame is that he's the remixer. He'll take whatever it is you're doing and just add a little, a little flavor to it. So I'm just saying, there are some interesting things, right? Now, how many people, raise your hand, remember that Trump just recently got shot? Because there's so much stuff going on, I believe that we're forgetting stuff because like the timeline is moving so fast. Did we forget that Trump just got shot? Did anybody remember Trump just got shot? No, anybody remember Trump got shot? Anybody? You remember Trump got shot? Okay, let me ask you a question. Actually, let me see if I can find a video that might even be able to do a better job than me at explaining this. Because there was a lady that was breaking it down. What was this lady's name? Let me try to find this lady. I know how to find it. I think I know how to find it. Oh, it's in alphabetical order. Why would they do that? Yo, I thought my subscriptions was in like an order of when the last time you subscribed to something. Bro, like there's no way for me to figure out where this lady is. Let me see something. I really want to show you guys this video because it's so interesting. Okay. Damn, I cannot find this lady's channel. That is very interesting that I cannot find this lady's channel right now. Okay. I can't find her channel. All right. I can't find her channel. Okay, but here's the thing. So there's a sister. Let me see if I can find it this way. Black woman. Yo, trust me. Y'all want me to find this clip, bro. This clip crazy. Okay. Yeah, she hot. She hot. I don't know why I can't find her page right now. I don't know why I can't find her page right now, but she's hot. Okay, so let me just tell y'all. Okay. So, you know the company that owns Diddy's Liquor? Remember we watched the video and the brother was breaking it down. He said the two companies own it. One is named BlackRock. Okay, so listen, you do what you want to do with this. Y'all can research this and go crazy. I'm just giving you. So the guy who shot Trump in the ear, right? He was an employee of BlackRock, the same company that owns those liquors. And now I can't find this lady's page. Listen to what I'm saying. This is some creepy shit going on. Okay, this is creepy. Listen to what I'm saying. This is creepy. So now, if that's a rabbit hole you interested in, just go ahead and type in Trump shooter and BlackRock and jump down that rabbit hole. When you go down that rabbit hole and you go, wait a minute. So listen, I'm just saying this is very interesting links. Okay, so listen, so we got through that. Right? We got to get to the meat and potatoes. We got to get to our health discussion. Right? And this is probably the most occult study in all of health is herpes. Herpes is like the $1 trillion industry that is the biggest, like, this is probably the biggest scam since the only thing I could think of bigger than this is tap water. Tap water is the only larger scam or fraud or there's nothing bigger than what we're going to discuss with herpes. Anyway, so we got Hugh Hefner. We got Hugh Hefner with the parties. We all know about the parties. We also have Hugh Hefner was so flamboyant and arrogant about what he was doing. He was actually putting naked kids in his magazine and putting those magazines in the supermarkets of the stores to sell, and people were purchasing them, and it was like regular business. So there's that, right? It's just so crazy right now. You know what? I think we should just transition to a nice, space really quick. So real quick, I think we should switch gears and let's talk about Fat Joe. Let us switch gears and talk about Fat Joe. I think that is where we should go next before we get to the meat and potatoes. That is, see how quick we moving? That's impossible for us to ever have moved that fast. We are rolling. Let me find this clip so we can break this stuff down and analyze. Oh, I got so many people that ask me about. So many people hit me up. Yo, Ink, you gonna work with Fat Joe? I'm gonna work with Fat Joe on what? What are y'all talking about?
You got the name Fat Joe because obviously you probably was a chubby kid. Big. You ain't really fat no more, Joe. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to live, man. It's a cold world. Mm-hmm. It's so I'm trying to live. I taught myself how to eat better. I used to exercise more than I do now. You know, because I was like 480 pounds. What? 480, bro. Big boy. And Big Pump was 600. Joe, but I can see if you. Well, I look smaller because I'm next to Big Pump. Yeah, but I'm saying though, Joe, if you were 6'4", you know, 6'5", the Big Mac looks smaller next to the double Whopper. You know what I'm saying? The Big Mac looks smaller next to the double Whopper. But Joe, I can see if you like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". But 480 on somebody your frame, Joe. Shannon, let me tell you something. We used to go to the all you can eat. Like we almost went to jail at an all you can eat. We ate too much at an all you can eat. I swear to God, this is a fact. They brought the cops in. Homeboy came with the boots up to here, looked like Goma Powell. Was like, yo. I said, yo, what's the matter? He was like, come on, bro. You ate all the crab, all the shit. Like, you got to stop. I said, yo, you know what? You right, because we go in there and kill them. And I don't get high. So all my guys are high. Right. So they got the munchies. They destroying the sizzler. It's over for what the shit they cut? Golden Corral. Golden Corral. It's over. Like, over. We killing that shit. Now I eat defensively. Now I stay away from the carbs, the bread, the pasta, the thing. Like, everything I eat is defensive. I eat defensively, you know, trying to stick around. You wore a Halloween costume where you had Ozempic. It's Ozempic. Yeah. I'm on Ozempic. I'm diabetic, okay. So I take. But that way you have a reason. You didn't do it just to lose weight. You did it to maintain a healthy life. Yeah, it's insulin. That's medicine. It's actually a medicine, Shan. Yes, I know what it is. You know, everybody else took it to lose weight. It's a medicine. Yeah. You know, to regulate my blood sugar. Yeah. So I take it for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I was definitely Ozempic for Halloween. A proud Ozempian. Yeah. I was like this. You see me? I even had the needle on the top. Like, yo. How long have you been a diabetic, Joe? My whole life, since I've been like 13. Really? Yeah, I was a diabetic since I was like 13. When did you decide to, you know what, man? I might not make it to 20, I might not make it to 25, I might not make it to 30. I gotta get my life. But the problem was that in the hood, they never even told me that if you lose weight, the diabetes could go away. So at one point, after Pun died, I was working out 2 to 3 times. I was doing 2 a day, 3 a days. Insane working out. Shout out my man, the Mind Muscle Connection. And so we working, picking up the tires, all the shit you doing, the crazy shit, this, that. And then one day I walked into the hospital and I went to see my doctor. He was like, yo, you ain't got to take insulin no more. I said, what? He was like, nah, you ain't got diabetes no more. You good to go. You good to go. I walked out of there so strange. I've been using insulin so long that when I walked out of there, I was like, yo, I got to take my insulin. And he was like, nah, bro. You've been working out, you've been eating right, you've been doing the right thing, you ain't got to take that no more. And then eventually, maybe like 10 years later, he was like, all right, now you got to take a little Ozempic. You know, you ain't working out 2-3 times a day. So you got to, you know, regulate your sugars.
Man, the gods have blessed us. We must act now. We must act now to save us, to save our souls.
Listen, but here's the thing, right? I told y'all years before everybody started going crazy with this Ozempic. I told y'all that we already had the harmine and the GLP inhibitors and all that in the purple phase. And everybody said I was crazy. Oh, Inky, that's you making up stuff, blah, 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 blah. And I said, and I quote, okay, if y'all don't listen to me, if y'all don't support me with the herbs because y'all think this is made up science, you just wait. Because I got this from the researchers at Mount Sinai. And they're not going to pioneer this research that they spent millions and billions of dollars on and turn around and give you niggas no herbs. They're going to give you some pills and they're going to charge you $1 zillion a pill. It is not going to have a broad spectrum. It's going to be a hyper-specific spectrum of how it functions, right? And we're living in that window. We're living in that window. We was ahead of the pack with the purple phase. Think about if you had thought to yourself, damn, maybe I should get with Dr. Inky and see if he could offer me a wholesale deal and I could be out here helping my people where I'm at with this thing, because we don't think that way. I don't know what it is that y'all waiting for. Like, I don't know what to, like right now, we getting ready to start this herpes thing. The book is going to be everywhere. I just don't know what it is that, like, I create do the research, create the, guys, we did this. Y'all supported me. We did the work together. Here's the item. Attack the world now. Okay. Yay, Inky. Like, what the? I mean, like, let's go. Y'all supposed to be hype, like. I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Now, there are other takeaways, obviously. There's other takeaways, obviously, for the people that you may have been talking to, family members, things like that. You're listening to a guy explain to you, and he don't know nothing about nothing. Trust me, Fat Joe don't know nothing about nothing. And he's telling you, with nothing but exercise alone, he didn't start eating. He don't know what eating right means. So when they say eating right, that means they like avoided fast food and stuff like that. That's not like, don't think that what he means by eating right is the same thing that we with a science, like it's different. You know what I'm saying? They just avoiding like canned beers and, like double cheeseburgers. Like they're avoiding canned beers and double cheeseburgers. And that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not eating right. You know what I'm saying? Like they added a smoothie, cut out the cigarettes. Oh, we on the program. Like that's not. And with that, just the sheer volume of the exercise. Remember, he said he's doing 2 a days and 3 a days. The sheer volume of the exercise allow him to get off his medication, not by the standards of somebody on YouTube or online guru, but by his actual top of the line doctor that, of course, we know that he's definitely probably overpaying. Right? The doctor, think about this. Watch this. If we take the personal trainer, right? The guy that he was working out with, and we take the doctor, and then we take the person that sold the Ozempic. Guess who's the one who did the most work for Fat Joe's health? The one who actually reversed his condition. That was the personal trainer. It's a guarantee the personal trainer got paid the least amount of money and gets the least amount of respect in the story. But he did the most. He did all the work. The next person who got the most money is the Ozempic person, because that's running. That's a thing that's running. And then at the top of the food chain is the doctor who did almost no work. Almost no work. He didn't even take the blood to do none of that. Somebody else do that. The phlebotomists come in and do all that. He didn't even do that. He just came in the room with the paper and said, your work looks nice here. Yeah, it's just, yeah, but you know, you're slipping a little bit. Yeah, we might have to put you on something. So here, go down to the receptionist. Tell her I said, boo, 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 boo. He gone. He listen. It's 2024. We're going into 2025. The world is changing around us. If you're trying to hold on to yesterday, you're gonna go. This right now, this is a Bible moment. This is a don't look back or you're gonna turn the salt moment. That's what this is right now for everybody. The old world is going away, which was predicted, you know, prophesized even, you know, when we had, you know, dates and times was off. You know what I'm saying? But it sure looks like yesterday is crumbling before our eyes right now. Crumbling, right? So we have to understand what cycles are, right? Genius, being able to recognize patterns. Well, the whole purpose of you learning that the medical industry is only 100 years old is so that you can understand that it's a cycle. Guess what? The cycle is up. Do you know why the cycle's up? Because the main thing that the industry was holding on to is now crumbling, right? It's now crumbling. And what is that, Doc? Well, the ability to fight and control viruses and bacteria. We have now hit the threshold where that time is up. Alexander Fleming predicted it. You know, the discoverer of penicillin. He said, listen, this is not a solution. This is not even a temporary solution. This is not even a Band-Aid. Do not use this as the way to fight germs, because what's going to happen is the germs are just going to adjust to this in a matter of decades. And we're going to develop super strains that are just totally resistant to all these things. We at that moment, this is that time, right? Which is the reason why this whole herpes foolishness, herpes quote unquote outbreak, which is not really anyway, we're going to get into it because none of the story surrounding this herpes thing is correct. All of this is incorrect. No, it's not about the masses losing out, because the job of the chosen few is to go get the masses. That's how it works. The chosen few are called together so that they could get the information that they then have to go relay to the masses. So the fact that you're here makes you the chosen few, but that don't mean they're going to miss out. That means it's your job to go get them. You got to go get them. Yeah. We got to go get our people. That's what I'm trying to say with this OnlyFans thing. The biggest part of this whole OnlyFans thing that touches my heart, that hurts my is the fact that people are forgetting that it's like everything we project away from us. Oh, it's an outbreak of herpes in the OnlyFans community. So it's like the OnlyFans community is a faraway place that's not at our house. Like the OnlyFans community is your house. That's what we don't understand. The OnlyFans community is your job. It's your building. It's your neighborhood. Your workplace, your gas station, the gym you got a membership to. That's where OnlyFans is the regular people. Listen to this. When people was quarantined, people that didn't have a way to feed themselves and feed their kids went to OnlyFans and started figuring some things out. Now, do I agree with the methods? Absolutely not. I can't even explain to you how I like that. I've serious, but anyway, but that aside, I've been telling y'all for the longest, as a healer, you don't get to judge who you heal. I can't say, oh, I disagree with your lifestyle. So yeah, go heal yourself, or, go down, that's not how I go. You got the heal. You got the. That's everybody. And you also have to keep in mind that the body is constantly connected to the mind. So if the body is sick, then that means the mind is what? So how can you expect the sick person to have logic or to understand a healthy, like it just, so we have to have patience. We have to understand, yeah, it's our job. We got to go get these folks. We got to go get these folks. You know what I'm saying? So Fat Joe, please, okay, knock it off, brother. If you really want to try to do some work, some positive work in the community for the people, come to the pros, bro. Come to the pros, because now you're on Shannon Sharp page and you're telling people, you know, like now you putting this in their mind that the drug, like you're literally, that was basically what he did, was a promo for Big Pharma, right? That was a big plug and a big commercial, because mad people going to see that. They're going to look at his before and after. They're going to say, oh, look at the skinny Fat Joe. Oh, he using that too. Oh, everybody's using that too. Let me go get that, because everybody is. And we have seen this scenario 1,000 times. This never works out. Something's going to start happening to folks, and what they're going to do is say, them folks was misusing it and blah. Listen. Okay, people. Let's get to the work. Let's go back here. Let's get to the real work, right? That ain't it. Let's get to the real work and have this discussion, damn it. Because I got some stuff that I need to be doing in the background. So we need to get to this work, damn it. All right, Zeus, I see you tapping in. All right, so let's get to this work here.
Health is your real wealth. You know, that's what we talk about. So even like the Mayweather boxing fitness gyms that I have, you know, around the country as well as around the world, we just truly believe in health is your wealth. We want you working out. We're nobody's going to be here forever, but while we're here, we only have one body, we only have one temple, so we have to take care of our bodies, and that's what I'm doing.
That's the algorithm.
Wait, what just happened? Yo, there's some shit going on with my computer. What is this? This is like some type of virus on my computer, bro. What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
With me? Oh, I love Satan. I love that lowdown. Hey, I gotta love him. You see what happened?
What the what is this? What is this?
With me? Oh, I love Satan. I love that lowdown. Hey, I gotta love
Yo! I have no words for that. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to be right there. Let me just say that. I have no idea how that even got right there. Let's just go back. Let's pretend. Listen, I want y'all to all pretend. Hold on. I want y'all to all pretend y'all did not see that. I want y'all to unsee that. Please unsee that. That I don't know how y'all seen that.
Health is your real wealth. You know, that's what we talk about. So even like the Mayweather boxing fitness gyms that I have, you know, around the country as well as around the world, we just truly believe in health is your wealth. We want you working out. We're nobody's going to be here forever, but while we're here, we only have one body, we only have one temple, so we have to take care of our bodies, and that's what I'm doing. If I'm not going to invest in anything, I'm going to invest in myself. You know, health is your real wealth, so I got to make sure that I'm staying in good
good condition and good shape.
Go to Amazon now. Get the generational health curriculum for you and your family. Go to Amazon now. Teach them babies generational health before it's too late. Go to Amazon now. Teach them babies generational health before it's too late. Go to Amazon now. Teach them babies generational health before it's too late.
Put Molly all in that champagne. She ain't need no.
What?
I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't need no.
What?
Nigga, what are we looking at, bro? Oh.
So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes. It means you have had probably like a cool sore, more sore, stuff like this. And this is very common in the whole world.
Right.
2 out of 3 people in the world have HSV1.
Let me just look it up so I can.
Most adult stars, they do not test for HSV.
Okay, so let's catch some of these points as they're going by, right? And then we'll just go into a larger discussion. But let's catch some of these points as they're going by. So the first statement. So all right. So first things first. Let's make sure everybody's on the same page, right? So in the OnlyFans community, this gentleman. So there's 3 people in this video we're looking at. One is DJ Academics, right? The other is Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross, like the biggest YouTuber on earth. And then there's the gentleman with the white T-shirt. His name is Gucci Third Leg. He is a OnlyFans, X-rated model or whatever they call themselves, right? Now, okay, let me wind it back a little bit. Normally, I get random calls, text messages, questions, and consultations about all kinds of health stuff in general. But whenever something comes back to back over a few days or a couple weeks, I pay special attention to it because I know that it might be something that's like in the community somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like an outbreak of whatever. So I started to get a lot of people asking me about herpes back to back. Now I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking it's because I'm going back and forth with Zip with the drip. And Zip, remember, I don't know if y'all be remembering everything or understand my purposes and my strategies and how I be. Me and Zip originally started going back and forth about Dr. Sebi and herpes. I don't know if y'all remember. I'm gonna have to show y'all those original clips. Remember, he said, prove to me who got the house in Virginia, that's HIV, house in Virginia, or the herp, you know what I'm saying? And who he treated, whatever. So that's where we first start going back and forth. So I thought in my mind that when people start hitting me up about it, they was hitting me because they seen the conversation back and forth and they wanted more information. Not to mention that although Zip was being his normal as, his character, you know what I'm saying? His character is a disrespectful, tough guy, blah, blah, blah. I was still, although I was, ragdolling and making jokes because he's an idiot, but I was still doing that with decorum, you know what I'm saying? Because if you remember back, I said, the only reason that somebody has this level of questions with that level of research is because they're curious about something personal, usually. Right? So for somebody who doesn't pay any attention to this culture, information, or lifestyle, there's only one reason that you're doing all that research on whether Dr. Sabies can cure STDs or not is because you or somebody you know got an STD and you're trying to figure out, you know, you trying to get some help, you're trying to get some information, and you get maybe getting frustrated with what you find, you know, whatever the case may be. But so I didn't want to really go in on them, like the fact that 9 out of 10 times that line of conversation, it means you got some other questions that you really want to ask niggas, but you don't feel like putting that out there like that on the internet, you know, for whatever reason, your privacy, whatever, the stigma that comes along with it. So what you're going to do is put on the internet the challenge to see if anybody can prove that anybody knows how to deal with your condition. Yeah, I want to see if anybody really know how to cure this. Why? 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 What you got in it? What skin you got in the game? Who are you? You're not a student of this. You're not a purveyor of this, right? You're not a catalyst of this community. You're not a supporter. So what you doing? You deciding whether or not you want to be a customer, right? So anyway, in my mind, I'm thinking all this goes back to that. Then all of a sudden, somebody sends me the link. Yo, this is the dude, DJ Academics, blah, 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 blah. So apparently this guy that we're looking at, Gucci Third Leg, has infected 3,000 to 5,000 women on OnlyFans with herpes. That's what the claim is. All right. Listen. 3,000 to 5,000 people he supposedly infected. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure that he's been infected and he's infected others, and like I'm just hoping that I could bring clarity and relief with the book to a lot of people, a lot of families. You know, a lot of people get divorced, they lose relationships, people, you know, baby mama, like all kinds of stuff happens because of the stigma associated with herpes being an STD. And that is the main thing that we want to deal with today, right? How herpes works, right? What is herpes? First of all, what is herpes? How herpes works, right? So the first thing I want to deal with is the first statement they made, where the guy is saying that 2 out of 3 people have herpes. So right now we have 40 people watching this video. Wait, we got some people over here, and we got a few people over there. So we got about 40 people watching this video right here. So out of you 40 people, what this brother just said is that out of you 40 people watching this video, at least 25 of you right now have herpes. Right? So who agrees with this guy? Who agrees? I want to ask y'all this question, and we doing this in real time. Matter of fact, let me do a poll. Can I do a poll on? No, I can't do a poll on here. We're just gonna have to do ones and twos, damn it. Ones and twos. Let's go. Let me see some ones and twos. So type a number 1 into the chat if you believe that the brother is correct, that 2 out of 3 people have herpes. Come on. Come on, let's see the answers. Let's go. I ain't near had no herpes. He's wrong. So Smacknificent Beats said that he's wrong. Tory P said 70%. So I'm going to take that as a number 1. Amber Glow said, I think 2 out of 3 is low. I think it's way more than that. Look at this. Not me. No herp over here. Look at Rashawn. I think it's more too. Wolfman said no. Wolfman said no. Bayat said 1 is definitely possible. Wait. Now look at PH. Hey, Google is a motherfucker, ain't it? Look. So I'm going to tell you what happened right there. PH just said their first answer and then said, hold up. This is Inky we talking to. Now, let me go ahead over here and Google something. Let me just check real quick. PH then went and checked this thing out and came back and changed the answer. So now let's keep on going. Here go Jessica, maybe in Hollywood. Here go Dennis. Now look at Dennis. Come on, Dennis. No. Dennis. That's our Dennis. Listen, Dennis. Come on now. That's not how we hope that Dennis. That's not how we do it. You got to say, you got to yay or nay, damn it. You got to be, you cannot try to ride the fence there, sir. You got to Yo, Dennis trying to ride the fence. Look, this Friday night, we're not playing no games here. Okay, it's Friday night. We're not playing no games. Listen, people is already taking it personal, though. I see it. Look at these. And you know what's funny? I'm getting a lot of number 2s from people that don't have a picture of their icon. That's very, I'm watching you people. Look at this. It's almost crazy that all the number 1 people got actual pictures. And with the exception of Smacknificent, a lot of these number 2 people don't got no picture. So hey, listen, we got to figure this out now. We got to figure this out. The people that got infected can infect others. Look at that. Another number 1. See, the people that's answering now is the people that's going to check some statistics before they come back and answer. So this is what we got to figure out. So he said 2 statements. Now we got to go back. I'm gonna let it play because I've been talking for a long time, so we probably forgot what the hell he said. So now here's DJ Academics. If you don't know, this is probably the biggest hip hop YouTube platform, DJ Academics. This guy right here is Aiden Ross. Okay, if you don't know him, he is the 2nd or 3rd biggest YouTuber on earth. Okay, so I didn't know who he was. I learned from the children. He's in the video game universe, whatever. But there's that. And then here's the guy, Gucci Third Leg, this guy over here on the right with the white t-shirt. He would have braids in a white t-shirt, like, bro. I mean, somebody just get this guy like a bucket of fried chicken and a watermelon so he could just make sure he clicks off all the, like, I think he missed a few of the boxes with the stereotype, nigga. So like, there's a few more boxes. We need to get some pumpkin seeds on my man's t-shirt there. Some watermelon seeds, right? Anyway, listen to his statements.
What? Nigga, what are we looking at, bro? Oh.
So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes. It means you have had probably like a cool sore, most stuff like this. And this is very common in the whole world.
Right.
Okay. So what the young man did is he showed a older test that he took for herpes, right? And his test results showed that he was positive for herpes 1, but not positive for herpes 2. And he's explaining the test results to DJ Academics and Aiden Ross. And he's saying, listen, you know, because on his test results, it showed that he was positive for herpes 1, but not positive for herpes 2, right? So he's under the impression like many of you are. See, there's so many different levels of ignorance. There's a lot of people that think that herpes is just one thing, right? Because it's one word that we use to describe it, herpes. And so, yeah, herpes is herpes if you have herpes or not. You're like, it's just, that's it. Either you got herpes or not. Like, it's the herp, right? The herp, right? But that's not a fact. That's not a real thing. That's number one. That's not a real thing. Herpes, there's over, now I want y'all to hear this. There is over 100 different types of herpes viruses. Literally. There's over 100 documented. Last I even checked, like I tapped on, like, once I knew all I needed to know, I tapped. I was like, yo, this is getting way too crazy. Way too crazy. So I tapped, right? But there's hundreds of herpes viruses. And listen to what I'm saying. Everybody, during the course of this video, let's do this video a little bit different than we do any other video. Because this video is very personal to a lot of people that are going to watch this video, right? I want you to watch this video with another screen open so that the things that I'm saying, any of them that even sound remotely, I ain't even going to say may sound crazy. Maybe they sound unfamiliar. I just want you to go ahead and have another screen open where you can be checking these things as we saying them. Because as we go, some of the things that I'm going to say tonight are going to sound so outside of what you've been programmed to think, your mind may explode. And I want you to understand that I'm not going to say not even 1/1000th of what's in the actual book. So no matter how much information you get tonight, just know that what's in the book, because obviously, you know, we limit it to, you know, so there's hundreds of herpes viruses, right? So that's number one, right? The other thing he said was that herpes 1, like, and this is what I was saying, herpes 1 is different than herpes 2, and that herpes number 1 is on the mouth. Herpes number 2 is on the genitals, right? And so if you have herpes number 1, you can't give somebody genital herpes because genital herpes is not herpes number 1. Genital herpes is herpes number 2, which is the reason why he's showing his test being positive for number 1, but not positive for number 2, because he's saying it's no way he could have given any woman genital herpes because he doesn't have genital herpes. He only has herpes number 1. And herpes number 1 is common. 2 out of 3 people on earth have it. So you could have got that from anywhere. You could have got that from kissing your mom, you know, on the lips before you went to school. And guess what? That part is correct. Herpes number 1 is everywhere. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Right? Everywhere. And some studies, older studies, are saying like 60%, 70%. But new up-to-date studies are saying well over, it depends on the age. So if you are 35 and over, it is about 95% of the entire population has herpes number 1. I'm going to say that again. If you are over 35 or 40 years old, you got to look it up because the numbers go by age. So look it up. But it's somewhere around there is the cutoff. Once you pass 40 years old, 95% of everybody has herpes number 1. So all you got to do is pull it up. And that means that you definitely have herpes. Now, the complication which gives people confidence, like the people that we have in the chat was saying, oh, not me, that's maybe in Hollywood and da-da-da, is that most people, listen, most people that have any of the herpes, any of them, right? Because there's hundreds of them, but there's only 8 primary ones that we see in humans. Different type of animals have different type of immune systems. And the way your immune system works is able to keep a lot of viruses and bacteria in check. This is the thing that we have to learn about health. Health is not about hiding from viruses and bacteria. Health is about making your body a place where they avoid, where you don't avoid them. Like, trust me, viruses and bacteria are avoiding me. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. They avoiding me. See, that's how you need to, that's how your body need to run. You don't need to be on hand sanitizer, all kind of crazy foolishness. You need to be making your immune system a very rough, nasty customer. Your immune system should be a combination of Floyd mixed with like The Rock, mixed with like, I don't know. I don't know. Just think of some tough niggas and mix them all up together. That's just think of that in your mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you need to. Mike Tyson in his prime. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you need to think of. That was that guy that got killed by the jellyfish, the first alligator man. I forgot what his name was, but listen, whoever you think is tough, have that in your mind. That's how your immune system need to run. See, we are far removed from the dirt, and we have these ideas about germs that may not all be right and exact. So anyway, I see we here. Now that folks done had a chance to Google a little bit, I see I have your attention. Now, let me tell you guys the world we in now. See, because people is not buying these books like they should be, they don't understand a virus. They don't understand what a virus is. See, ever since this book, look at this. This book been out of print forever. But in this book, right, I could take you right to the page. I was breaking it. Let me show you what page is it? What page did we look at the basic anatomy of a virus? Like, because you got to know this. Why do you think I was explaining to y'all horizontal gene transfer? And what happened? I ain't get nothing but arrows and knives in my back when I started discussing horizontal gene transfer, right? What you think horizontal gene transfer is? Horizontal gene transfer is how all of the living organisms on Earth share viruses and bacteria. That's what horizontal gene transfer is. The microbiome, getting flu, getting herpes, anything that has to do with a germ comes under the heading of horizontal gene transfer. And if you learn about how horizontal gene transfer works, you will learn how foreign genetic material comes into your body and it's either rejected or it infects you or it eventually will become a part of your body. This is why up to 10, 20%, depending on who you listen to, some people say low as 5%, 6%, but no matter who you are, there is a very large percentage of your DNA that is made up of nothing but viruses that you have been collecting or your family, your haplotype, your bloodline has been collecting over the years. This is a fact. This is a fact. Right? So if we open this up, this is old. What did I tell y'all in this book? What was he talking about here? Blah, 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 blah. Magnetic grains. Man, what page is that on where we went into? Hold on, it's in here somewhere. Metro. In other news, Young Thug is attempting to squash the beef with Metro, Future, and Drake. And I am so excited about that. Yay! Like Inky. No, sir. You are not getting ready to slip a Drake update into this conversation. Man, hold on. I really want to get to this info. Okay, so I think it starts. Oh, no. We actually went further than the anatomy. Okay, yeah, nope. We went a lot further than anatomy in this book. We actually were talking about consciousness and okay, yeah, this might have been the wrong book to pull out. This is not a beginner's book right here. This is not a beginner's book. Okay, yeah, because right here, what we're talking about is a little bit more advanced. What happens at the moment of death and how your genetic material blends back into the atmosphere, the environment. Yeah. So we went a little further. But we did. Okay, here we go. So on page 209, is it page 209? Yeah, I think it's like page 209. We start with Oswald Avery's experiments with DNA back in 1944. And then we start to go into the differences between bacteriophages and viruses, right? Viruses kind of do their own thing, where bacteriophages are viruses that only live inside of bacteria, right? So a bacteriophage is a virus, just for clarity, but the difference is bacteriophages live inside of bacteria. So in bacteria, you may have millions and millions of viruses all in there waiting to hop out once they get in your body. Yeah. And you have quite a bit of them throughout your digestive tract. A lot of them. You have at least 1,000 times more viruses in your body than you do bacteria. Wait, they told us the same thing about that with ourselves. Correct. So you have 1,000 more bacteria than you do cells, and you have 1,000 more viruses than you do bacteria. That's how small they are. They're not close to the same size. They're not close. It's like the head of an ink pen compared to the size of your whole house. That's what a virus is to a bacteria. And then that's what a bacteria is to your cell. So it really is like a Russian doll thing where they fit one into another. All right. So anyway, we've been breaking this down for a minute. All right.
Nigga, what are we looking at, bro? Oh.
So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes. It means you have had probably like a cool sore, more so stuff like this. And this is very common in the whole world.
Right.
2 out of 3 people in the world have HSV1.
Let me just look it up so I can.
Most adult stars, they do not test for HSV1 in most tennis shoes. Guess what?
Right. Yeah, it says, I'll just read the statistic. It says globally, an estimated 64% of the people under 50 have HSV1, which is the main cause of oral herpes.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Where are your HSV1 herpes now, if you don't mind me asking? Does it show up? How does that work?
I've not had like an outbreak or anything like so. But I'll say if it was to anything grow up, it would probably be most of the sore.
Got you. How often do you have an outbreak?
All right, so let's get some corrections in here. First things first, HSV1 only can cause oral herpes is now known as a mistake. That is wrong. That is outdated information and it is incorrect. HSV1 creates oral herpes and genital herpes. So the game is officially over right there. I could damn near end the video. HSV1 causes cold sores around the mouth, outbreaks and all that, as well as on the genitals. In fact, most new cases of herpes, of genital herpes, are being traced back to HSV1. So this is a wrap. This came from 1971 or something like that. This is old information and it is outdated. It is now known that HSV1 can cause oral herpes and genital herpes. And herpes is nothing more than a rash. That's what this means. This is a rash. That is it. That's all that is. So you can get a rash on your genitals or on your mouth. That's all that means. Now, let's pretend like we all live in a bubble. Let's just pretend like we all live in a bubble. 2 out of 3 people have this, right? Let's say that this is static. Let's say that everybody's not constantly having sex every day. 2 out of 3 people have HSV. How many people can you have sex with before you get this? Come on now. If 2 out of 3 people have this, how many people can you personally have sex with before you encounter herpes? Listen, how many people, if 2 out of 3 people have herpes, how many people can you have sex with before you encounter herpes? Come on, because this is a trick question. This is a wickedly trick question, because I know some of y'all in the back doing math like, hold up. So if it's 2 out of 3 people, and if I have sex with 3 people, technically, I should bump into it after the first person, but maybe I'm lucky enough that I keep on having sex with the 3rd person out of the 3. Wait a minute. Here's a problem. If 2 people out of 3 people got it, the moment you having sex with another person, that means it's 2 of y'all right there. Listen, the moment you having sex is 2 of y'all right there. So one of y'all don't fit in that equation. One of y'all don't fit in that equation. And 90% of people with herpes have no symptoms. Listen to what I'm saying. 90% of people with herpes do not have any symptoms. Hello, I want y'all to understand this. 90% of people with herpes do not have symptoms. So that means because, and how are we brainwashed? And you people watching this video, oh, I know most of y'all fit into this category. Watch this. You don't go to the hospital unless you have to. You don't go to the hospital unless you have to. So guess what? If you don't have no symptoms, as far as you're concerned, you never have to. So you never went in there to get that checked out because you've never had any symptoms. So that makes you, guess what? You're an asymptomatic person. An asymptomatic person. But guess what? Guess what? Do you know how you get to be asymptomatic? Do you know how you get to be asymptomatic? That means you was exposed. You was exposed and your body's immune system was strong enough to get whatever needed to be put in order. Bop, 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 bop. So now you will never, ever probably have symptoms for that type of herpes. But guess what? You can pass whatever type of herpes that is to everybody. Just because you don't have no symptoms doesn't mean you're not a carrier and that you're not passing it to other folks. Yeah. Just because Listen to what I'm saying. Just because you asymptomatic doesn't mean you don't have it. It doesn't mean you're not giving it to people. So let's start to put this stuff into play now. All this old school stuff is out the window, right? So HSV1 now we know causes this, and we know also causes genital herpes. Do you know why people stop having so much chickenpox? Do you know why people stop having so much chicken? Because when I was young, everybody got chickenpox. I got chickenpox somewhere around 6 years old. When I was young, everybody got chickenpox. Let me change. I'm sorry. When I was young, every child got herpes because chickenpox is herpes. So as a child at 6 years old, I had herpes. And when I had it, a couple of kids in my school had it, girl down the hallway had it, and guess what? We were all virgins. We didn't even know nothing about sex. I was still like eating Mr. T cereal, and there was no sex was involved, and we all had chickenpox. In fact, other ladies was bringing their kids over to my house because at that time period, people's parents was taught, get that out of the way as soon as possible. So if your child don't have chickenpox, but you know somebody who does, take your child over there so they could get immune as early as possible. That's what the go let your child start building up that immunity. Take them around some kids so that way it don't catch up to you later on in life. That was common knowledge. Your child got chickenpox, you went and got that what was that lotion? That lotion was damn near $20 or something. That whatever that lotion is, you go get that lotion and that's it. You go get in the bath and you put a little lotion on. That's calamine lotion. You go get the calamine lotion. Listen. So as a child, 6 years old, herpes. I'm not an OnlyFans. I'm not doing no sex, nothing. I'm a kid. Got herpes, chickenpox, everybody. And now a lot of children are not getting it anymore. You know why? Because the herpes is so prevalent within our society. There is no human on this planet that does not have herpes right now. Yeah, there you go. Everybody, same old thing. Come on now. Listen, these are just the facts. The thing is that we forget, and we've been programmed with some stuff that we listen. We've been what Malcolm X said. We've been bamboozled. We've been led astray. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna break it all. You're gonna see the scheme and the scam and the whole money grab and all that. We're gonna go through the whole program, right? The only thing I'm not gonna tell y'all on this video is how to fix it. You niggas gotta get the book. So, damn, Inky, look, niggas about to tune out. Hold up, Inky. So you ain't going to. Oh, nigga. Oh my goodness. And I probably did 100 videos on this before that was up and they took it down. So now that ain't, yeah, so you stuck. You got to go get the book. All right, so let's go back to this before I really go crazy. We ain't even started going crazy yet. Trust me.
I can't recall. I haven't been so long.
But anyways, that is just on here. That's not genital herpes.
He said he can't recall the last time he had an outbreak. That is a certified lie.
Herpes, correct?
No.
Right. So technically, let me ask you a question. Where are your HSV1 herpes now? If you don't mind me asking, does it show up? How does that work?
I've not had like an outbreak or anything like so. But I'll say if it was to anything grow, it would probably be most of a sore.
Got you. Got you. How often do you have an outbreak?
I can't recall. I haven't been so long.
But anyways, that is just on here. That's not genital herpes, correct?
No.
Right. So technically what the person is saying, and again, I would love to eventually have you and that person.
All right. And so let's just for because you know what, I don't want to say too many things without verification. So let's just go back real quick. You know how we do. Let's just make sure we keep everything on top of, let's keep everything on code, right? So here we go. Here's World Health Organization. And World Health Organization says what? Type 1 mostly spreads by oral contact or causes infections in or around the mouth. And what that says that I highlighted right there, it can also cause what? Genital herpes. Okay? So just in case there was any confusion out there, all the way for the dummies in the back, okay? Just know that this whiteboard right here is sacred. We don't put things up on this whiteboard that's not actual factual, okay? So if it makes it to the whiteboard, believe it's at the bare minimum an understatement. If it's not factual, it's because it's understated, like this number right here. This is a low ball right here. Trust me, this is a low ball, right? This is a low ball, right? So I just want to make sure that we moving. We moving in a certain type of way, because we're not playing. We laughing, we joking, because I know there's a lot of anxiety surrounding the subject. So we're gonna have some fun as much as we can to try to make this as easy as possible and make people as comfortable as they can be to discuss this. But we just want to make sure that we all wise, right, and exact with what we're saying, because this is a serious issue, right? And the problem that I have, right, with herpes is not the problem that you people have. See, the uneducated people, you don't really understand herpes at all. Herpes, see, my problem with herpes, see, you niggas is worried about a rash. That's because y'all are very hyper concerned about what other people think about y'all. Y'all are very confused. And the people y'all are concerned with are the dumbest people. I don't know why y'all are concerned with what uneducated people think. They're uneducated. They're thinking like they're barely thinking. They can't really think. I don't even know if that qualifies as thinking what they're doing. It's because it's not informed, right? What you need to be worried about is, what does herpes do inside your body when you don't address it, right? Because most of you people don't take your herbs consistently. The number one question I get about herbs is, yo, doc, how long should I take these herbs? And I always answer people with the same answer. I don't know. How long do you want to be alive? How long do you want to be alive? That's because that's how it goes. Like, this is not a fact. Let me give y'all a statistic. Here's a number. Check this out. Now, every day you're exposed to viruses with every time you breathe in, every time you drink something, every time you eat something, and every time you touch something. Every time you're exposed to viruses, right? Now pay attention to this, because I'm from 158th Street in the Bronx, and to me, it always bothered me that tough guys, right? They talk about making sure they keep it on them, right? You know, they got it on them. Or I got to make sure I had that on me in case the ops run up. Okay, let me tell you about the ops. For you goofy niggas in the back, you think you got the stick on you for the ops. Watch this. Every day, look, every day you breathe in 100 million different types of viruses. 100 million. That's just what you breathe in. That's not counting what you eat. That's not counting your sex. That's not counting your touch. That's not counting the water you drinking. That is just 100 million on breath, on air alone. 100 million. And see, so while people was worried about, oh yeah, I got the stick, you know, the Draco, because I keep it on me, you know, I gotta up the pole if somebody, you know, pull up and blah, blah, blah. Okay, what? Niggas is pulling up every second. Like, I don't understand what you see. I got it on me. See, y'all don't understand. I got it on me. I tried to tell y'all about this ever since Amber situation, because when that Amber situation made my hobby into a real thing. I studied all this since I was a kid, but only because I love it. It was a hobby for me. It wasn't until my daughter gets ran over, she in the ICU, they're like, yo, your daughter's going to die. We cannot, this is it. We having to talk. Like, I'm having to talk with doctors. Do you understand what that is? For your daughter to be on ICU and the doctors to take you out into the hallway to have the talk, nigga, I had to talk. You understand? The talk where the doctor can't look you in the face and the nigga looking at your shoes. That talk. I had to talk. I had to talk with the doctors looking at my feet like, yo, we can't save her. And that's the first hospital. They didn't say nothing. It wasn't until they transferred us 3 times that the doctor started to have a better prognosis. And they was like, well, we can probably save her, but she'll never walk again. I'm like, I don't know whether I should have stayed at the... I can laugh now because I fixed it. Amber in college, she had a baby. She done played on mad sports teams. She did everything she wanted, including telling dad, you know, get out, you know, dad, I'm grown. All right, well, shit, go ahead. So at this point, I could laugh. But it was that situation that made me start to really examine things, that made me really stop taking life for granted. And that's the problem. The problem is not Gucci third leg. The problem is not promiscuous sex. The problem is that people take life for granted until it's gone or till it's about to be gone. That's the problem with kidney disease. Nobody thinks about kidney disease until the doctor is like, yo, you got 72 hours to make some phone calls to see if we can find you a new kidney, nigga, because you at stage 5. Oh, how? Me? How did I? Nigga, what do you mean you? Of course it's you. You've been saying you're going to quit smoking cigarettes this Monday for 10 years. Oh, now I'm about to stop this soda, you know, next week. Oh, now I'm about to get that. Yo, hey, I'm telling you, this week right here, I'm about to put that big order in for them bitters. Like, yo, I'm about to put that big order in right now. Hey, I'm about to get up. Listen, this is why I be laughing. It's not to disrespect y'all, but my best friend told me that until he died. He's gone. My best friend that was there with me from the beginning. Desmond States. That is his name. D States. Everybody knows me. Do you know me from high school? You know me from being with him. You know him from being with me. That was my guy. And he was there with me from high school all the way through all my first lectures, everything. He was there. But while I'm eating salad, he's smoking a cigarette. And he's like, yo, I'm telling you, bro, I'm about to get on it. I'm following you. Yo, the information is crazy. I'm right after you. I'm right after you. As soon as you make your train, I'm coming right behind. It's about 15 years worth of Friday I'm getting ready to start up until his heart stopped. And what I'm telling y'all now is the problem I got with herpes is not rashes. You niggas are confused. Herpes causes brain disease. Herpes causes organ failure. Herpes causes problems with your children that you getting ready to pregnancies and all that. Yeah, there's a lot of other things we need to be worried about with herpes than rashes. Because see, when the other problems pop up, they don't trace back to herpes. Especially what? Cancers. Most cancers we know comes from different herpes viruses. Or other viruses in general. But herpes gets busy. Herpes got a host of things it's knocking niggas off left and right. It's knocking niggas off left and right. And I'm telling you, y'all gonna have that situation like the mama that was drowning with her son, right? Let me tell you that story, because I know I told y'all that story before, but a few of you niggas need to hear that story again. A God-loving woman was drowning in the ocean with her son. I'm gonna tell it quick. A boat pulled up and it looked like Puffy. Everybody was a big yacht, everybody partying on the boat. Oh, having sex, drugs everywhere, throwing money in the air, everything. They see the people drowning, they pull up, hey, y'all want to get on? She's like, no. The little boy want to get on. He's like, Mom, we saving it. She's like, no. When the boat leave, he said, Mom, why we didn't get on that boat? We gonna die. And she said, no, God ain't gonna let us die. He said, but God sent us that boat. She said, no, God ain't sent us no boat with people having sex and stuff on there to save us. Are you crazy? God wouldn't put us in no sinful situation like that. So they waited and another boat came. This a little tiny boat. You know, it got the garbage stuff on it. It was like a towboat. You know what I'm saying? One person on it, but it was kind of dirty and stinky, but it was one person on it. Small boat, very private. She same thing. Boy was like, hey! Mama said, God ain't gonna put us on no dirty boat like that. Are you crazy, boy? Boat leaves, little tiny canoe pull up. The canoe looked like it's a one-person canoe, but the person said, hey, listen, I can't leave y'all in the water like that. So let's just try to do our best to get to land with this, you know, we do what we could do. The lady said, no. God ain't gonna put it out. The boat can't even fit nobody. So what happens? They drown and they go to heaven. They get to heaven, they get to the gates. The little boy is mad with his mama. He ain't talking to his mama no more. So that relationship's done. The lady, she mad. Her son ain't talking to her. Mad, she dead. She get up to the front. She see Jesus. Jesus, how could you do me like that? I tithed every time. I did whatever, you know, all the rules. She followed everything. He said, what are you talking about? What do you? I sent you every kind of boat. I sent you a rich boat. I sent you a small one, a big one. I sent you every option that there could be. You chose not to get on the boat. Now, I've been teaching this shit for 20 years, and I don't understand how the books is available. The products you need is available. What are we doing? What are you doing? Is your cabinet full, overflowed with the products? You got a little library bigger than mine, overflowed with the books. If not, what are you doing? All right. Because that's really the only thing that saved me with Amber's situation. Don't believe it was the power of the herbs. That was secondary. It wasn't the power of the herbs. It was that NBA thing in my mind. It was that LeBron. It was that Michael Jordan. It was that Kobe that allowed me to save Amber. What are you talking about? You talking about basketball? No. In basketball, they have a saying. The best ability is availability. Yes. So in my emergency time, I didn't have to go to the internet to order nothing. My cabinets was filled up with all kinds of useless supplements, herbs, products, and all kinds of liquids and everything. So in my panic, how I made the Momatomics is with all those stuff that was already there. Because emergency time, I'm grabbing. I'm not ordering. I'm not shopping. I'm grabbing because it's already in my cabinet. I'm not shopping, I'm grabbing. So, okay, now let's go. Can we go back over here? Oh no, it ain't switch over. I'm telling y'all, this shit is real.
Person on together if she's with it. I wanted to clear up both your names, but this is just
definitely, because once it's in the situation, I understand she is a victim, but I'm sorry, Danae Davis is not my victim.
Let's get Dr. Nick, the Drenqi, the Drenqi. One of them Drenqi niggas in particular, the Drenqi nigga I was talking about the other day. What's that nigga name? The Drenqi doctor nigga.
Get these books from Amazon.com right now.
Your science shaky. You need to read Dr. Inky Bush. God said he gave you the cow so you can eat. He said he separated the milk from the blood so you could drink it. But you niggas run around talking about, don't eat that. Who the fuck is you niggas to tell me different than what God said, nigga? So what you think, Dr. Sebi was capping? You don't think he was capping? I know it's impolite to ask a question, to answer a question with a question, but it's 211 people in the chat, in the building right now. I don't know how many of y'all is participating in the chat. Let me get a 1 if you think Dr. Sebi knew what he was curing people. If you give me a 1 if you think he was curing people, and give me a 2 if you think Dr. Sebi was capped.
Amazon.com.
I'm gonna light this little clear zip up. Let me know. Misplaced loyalty. That's just a lot of 1s. 1, 2. Come Monte Ellis said cap. More 1s than 2s. I see the 1 and a 2. Share this live, y'all, because I want y'all to really hear this shit that I gotta say in regards.
Yo, that's how crazy our people be. Look, yo, check this out. Wait a minute. Yo, hold up. Check this out. Do you see Zip right there? Zip is like, and yo, I'm mad healthy though, son. Yo, that's how our people be. Like Fat Joe was 480 pounds. Like, yo, I'm healthy though. Now I'm good. I'm just gotta lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta lose some weight, but I'm healthy. I just have to lose some weight, but I'm healthy. And then this new quote unquote skinny Fat Joe is still fat. I'm confused with everybody else calling him skinny. He's not as fat, but he's still fat. So I don't understand the safety zone. So y'all making him feel like he all right. He's not all right. That's why he's still on drugs. If he was all right, he'd still be off the drugs, but he's back on the drugs because he's not okay. I need y'all to get this, right? This is how easily we get confused. So Zip is there damn near coughing up a lung. I'm just saying. This is why we crazy. This is why we crazy. Guys, they penis don't work, right? But they would tell you that they healthy. Bro, if your penis don't work, that is a sign that you're sick. That is a sign that not only are you sick, but chances are you're going to have a heart. You're developing cardiovascular disease. That's what it means when your penis doesn't work. I just want y'all to know that for niggas all the way in the back there. Right? That means that your penis is a sign, a symptom of cardiovascular disease. Wait, cardiovascular disease. Wait a minute. I thought it had to do with my circulation, doc. Circulation is part of the cardiovascular system. So if you have poor circulation, then you have a poor cardiovascular system. I see. I need this to start making sense all the way to the niggas in the back. If you have a circulation problem, you have a cardiovascular problem. If you have a cardiovascular problem, then that means your heart is not getting enough blood around. If your penis is not getting enough blood to get hard, your heart is not getting enough blood to fill. If your heart's not getting enough blood to fill, it has to pump double time or 3 times as fast. This is how you get elevated heart rate. This is also how you get one side of your heart swollen and the other side of your heart is small because the other side is compensating because you don't have enough blood volume. And then if you add into the fact that you niggas don't drink water, you're dehydrated. So you don't have enough water and most of your blood is water. So if you don't have enough water and your heart's not pumping because your blood's not circulating, nigga, let me be the first to tell you that you are sick. You have cardiovascular disease. Let me be the first one to tell you. And the same thing for you ladies who's not having your orgasms naturally. Yeah. If you're not having that orgasm naturally, it ain't even because you done over desensitized yourself with the rabbit. It's not even that. It's that you're overcoming your physical illness with more power. You're just raising the voltage up. What you really need to be do is resensitizing the clitoris. You need to resensitize the clitoris. You need to go through a time period, maybe 30 days, a month, with no orgasm, no touching your vagina, except for the wipe and, do whatever. No sexual stimulation, right? You need to let that thing come back. And then when you start having sex with your partner, you should tell your partner, just finger, or just, like no direct penetration, like build that thing on up. You need to rebuild that stimulation back, that sensitivity back, because you women also have this same circulatory system. I'm just saying. Okay, listen. King.
Shade alive.
This King 85 right here. We're gonna start calling him King 85.
Shade alive. Hit this clip.
King of the 85ers. He just offered you some weed.
He beat the U.S. in court. Cap. Him beating the U.S. in court. Cap. I'm calling cap on that. Public record. Do your research. He won a case in the Supreme Court, proving it. Cap. Hold up. So now, check it. So one of the comments was about Dr. Sebi. And so my reply, look, same day, I get 63,000 views right here. Boom, saying,
I just want to say, you are what you eat.
Right?
If you only eating plants.
So, this shit is that, I said I had to come right back.
I said what I said about the plant-based diet people. People get in the comments. They upset. Maybe they got plant-based diets. I don't know. Then they start asking me about Dr. Sebi. Oh, so you think Dr. Sebi was capping? Blah, 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 blah. Bitch, who you know that had that hurt that don't got it no more listening to Dr. Sebi? Because that's what they did. Oh, he had the cure for this. He had the cure. What the fuck did that nigga cure? Who he cured? We want to know. Who had that hurt that don't got it no more? Fuck out of here, Dr. Sebi. That nigga ain't no different than Miss Cleo to me. Let's get to that. Hey, yo.
Now,
I said what
all of you motherfuckers that put one in the chat, tell me who you know that had that hurt or that house in Virginia.
How about I just share my story? I'll share my story because this is something close to home. Because if we're dealing with sexual STDs, let's say, I had 2 of them. This is how I got into the whole mix about health. And I wonder how this looks, but I basically, after Georgia State, after being in a relationship where I'm super comfortable with it now because that's in hindsight. That's over a decade ago, right? So for me, and it created such a cascade of things. But let me start from the top. Going to Georgia State University, for those of you who don't know, Atlanta, Georgia is the mecca of the greatest ratio for heterosexual males, I would say, in the country. Maybe outside the country, you get like places like the DR, Colombia, Philippines. But Atlanta was where I went to college, Georgia State University. And, when you go to college, you do stupid shit. After graduating from Georgia State University, I found out that I found out through my girlfriend at the time, who, if she's seeing this, she knows. She failed her pap smear test. And after she failed her pap smear test, I was like, yo, I need to go to get myself checked out. And when I got myself checked out, I had an HSV2. And that was the point where I said to myself,
Amazon.com.
Nah, something has to give. And backstory, in my life, previously, I was born with asthma. And from the ages of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I was in the hospital back to back every single year. Every time the Sahara dust would come over the Caribbean and coat the Caribbean with that smog of really, really nutrient-dense stuff for the plants, I would get asthma. I would first get, my nose would get stuffy, I would get congestion, and then it would drip into my lungs, and I wouldn't be able to breathe. From that experience, the last time I went to the hospital was when I was 12, and I realized that the doctors and the nurses were a bunch of idiots, and I kept doing the same thing over and over, and I was like, fuck them. I'm gonna just do some push-ups. I did some push-ups. The blood went up my IV. They took the IV out. I stopped eating their food, and I just started eating tuna fish and crackers. So by the time from 12 to 13, and then from 13 to 14, I lost an extreme amount of weight. I did push-ups. I was getting stronger. I never had to go to the hospital again. Fast forward, the context for what I'm telling you now is I knew when I was diagnosed with these STDs that there was a solution, because this word came from a medical mentality, and I know these guys they're just a bunch of idiots. So around that time, who was the GOAT at that time? It was Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi was going around, he was talking his shit and doing what he was doing. So I went on the Dr. Sebi route, and in doing that, I stopped eating. So I was actually working at Georgia State University as security guard at the time during this process. I went from being 175 pounds, which I am now again, to about 125, 130 pounds. So I stopped eating. I ate one meal a day, or I'd eat every other day. I ate one meal a day, or I'd eat every other day. I ate one meal a day, or I'd eat every other day.
How to Eat to Live by Elijah Muhammad? Dang Valley.
And I took a bunch of herbs. And eventually I got my negatives. It took, I'll say, maybe if I'm being modest, it took about 8 months for me to get rid of it, where I disappeared into nothingness. And my journey ever since has been trying to figure out how to make this process of healing more efficient. Talk to me.
Just real quick for the people so they can understand what you mean by 8 months to get your complete negatives, like, because they might not understand viral load and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Okay, so when you have HSV, you can have either high viral load or a low viral load.
Amazon.com.
The higher the viral load, the higher the level of your body's defense mechanism against it. The lower the viral load, the less your body's fighting a disease. The only thing you pick up when you're doing an HSV test is your body's fighting of the disease versus its storm, but we'll get to that later. So it took me 8 months to get from where I was to being completely negative. That's how long it took using the approach that I took. And if I'm being 100% honest, I didn't know shit at the time. I just knew that if I kept this up, or rather I just believed, keyword, that if I kept this up, I would get the results. And as I saw the number go down and down, it did just that, right? So that was my journey, and me figuring out how to get those results in the most efficient way has been the really, not just for herpes, but in all aspects of health. That's been my health journey. How do I help people get this in the most efficient way? Normal people, because I realized I was not a normal person to just stop eating. It requires a lot of willpower to just go cold turkey. Normal people will never do that in order to get those results. They would never. How to make it so that normal people can get those real results. That is what I spent, I would say, 12, 13 years now, trying to learn. And a part of that journey, I'm speaking to what I would easily say my greatest teacher that helped me figure out the mystery. So this is dope. Just being able to be here, and in this capacity on this live with this man, you guys don't even know.
Amazon.com.
You guys don't even know. And as we begin to talk and share more things transparently in a way that's receptive for people, you guys are gonna understand. Like most of the people that you listen to right now, remix a lot of the stuff Dr. Inky has taught.
Get these books from Amazon.com right now.
Your science shaky. You need to read Dr. Inky books.
Who you know that had that hurt, that don't got it no more listening to Dr. Sebi?
Get these books from Amazon.com right now.
Drenqi, Dr. Nick, Drenqi, Drenqi. One of them niggas in particular, Drenqi, Drenqi. Nigga, I was talking about the other day, Drenqi. What's that nigga name? Drenqi, Dr. Nick.
It ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun, you heard?
Faith and love. Love and faith. Believe, faith and love. Love.
Ooh. That's still my song right there. Faith and love. Love and faith, baby. And we got babies to make. Listen, I got 10 babies. All my babies came out healthy. So that means two things that I can't fake. Listen, that means number one, I've been getting busy for a long time. And my baby's coming out healthier and healthier. You know what I'm saying? I done moved to making twins and all that back to back. So listen. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. That boy know about sex and his thing is working. I'm just saying. Got my credentials right there on that now. I know how to. I'm going to tell you like a player told me. Now, let's get back to these numbers real quick. I want to go through, I want you to have all these numbers in your mind. All right? So I want you to understand a few things, right? You breathe in 100 million viruses a day. This is why the detox for your NRF2 system is supposed to be taken when, people? Monthly. It is a monthly detox. Why? Because we constantly need to protect our body. How is it that you niggas buy Ring video cameras for your house? You got alarm systems for your house. You got cameras for your house. Some of you niggas got loose dogs in the front yard to guard your house. What is the system? How much money did you invest into this house daily? What kind of alarm protection system you putting on this? What kind of alarm and protection system you running on your body? Oh, nothing. You niggas got on cologne. Okay, that's the problem. 100 million viruses a day. Now let's run through these herpes, right? Herpes had, let's get some facts. Over 100 plus types of herpes, but only 8 main ones for humans. Now let's go through these numbers. We're going to do H1. Realistically, what are the realistic numbers for people over 40? From 40 to 60 years old, the numbers are, drum roll please, 80% the population. 80% of the population. And guess what? By the time you become a senior citizen, it is 100% of the population exposure. I need you to understand that, because this is the one that causes the breakouts on your mouth and on your private. This is what it looks like over a lifetime. So think to yourself, what is the difference between a person who has asymptomatic, meaning their body's immune, no matter how much they're exposed, they'll never break down, versus the person that is, shit, they breaking down every few weeks. They having a breakout every 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. You got it. What kind of camera system? Look, let's say, for instance, we turned our bodies into actual houses, right? My body would be much more similar to what they described Puffy's house as, and your house might be like the first little piggy. Remember the piggies, they was running from the wolf, and the first one had the house made of straw? See, that's not my house, not gonna be made of straw.
My house gonna be made out of brick with cameras all over, guns everywhere, dogs everywhere, all kind of. Yeah, that's kind of how. Yeah, that's the strategy you need to. So here's H1. That's that. Now here's H2. This is the one that's formerly known, like how Prince, formerly known as Prince, formerly known as genital herpes. Guess what? %20 of the people have this. Okay, now look, I want y'all to also understand that these all go together. So this is not a different planet. It's not a different planet. So this is the same group of people. So that means out of 10 people, right? Let's have this over here. This is number 10. Out of 10 people, 8 of those people have HSV1. Out of that same 10 people, 2 of those people have HSV2. Now, guess what? Some of those people have HSV1 and HSV2. Let's keep going. This one right here. Ah! HSV3, 90% to 100% of the population. Remember I said, watch this video with another screen open so that as I'm saying it, you can verify these things, right? This one right here, HSV3, is what causes chicken pox on the front end, and on the back end, you get shingles. Come on now. Wakey, wakey. Yeah, niggas is quiet right now. Yo, my chat never been so quiet before. Y'all are wild. Y'all are funny. All right, look, HSV number 4. Guess what? What's the numbers on HSV number 4? 90% the population. 90% the population. And what does HSV number 4 cause? Right? You know it well. Come on now. You know it well. You know about EBV. You know about Epstein-Barr virus. You didn't know Epstein-Barr virus was herpes? Come on now. Did you know that Epstein-Barr virus was herpes? Or did I get this one wrong? Maybe this one ain't. It's number 4 Epstein-Barr virus, or is it number 5? Listen, I be getting sometime. It's number 4 and number 5. You didn't know about this? Did you know that this causes leukemia? Huh? Did you know that? Did you know that this? See, but y'all playing. See, y'all playing. Look at these numbers here. What these numbers mean to you? We didn't even go through the second 4. What these numbers mean? What does this mean? Because a lot of y'all lackadaisical. I'm giving away free bidders on the site. And listen, we just had a hurricane. Do you know what that means for the southern eastern corner of America? Do you know what that means in terms of viruses and bacteria? Oh, listen. It's only because it's what I do for a living that I know what I'm looking for. When that whole hurricane goes, everybody's like, oh my God, they need socks. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sure they need socks and chocolate bars and shit like that. Got you. Them folks need some antivirals and some herbs. Them folks need herbs and detoxes. There's only one person that came up with the idea, my man from Ireland. He was like, yo, Inc., we need to start buying your kits and sending them down south randomly. Just this. Listen, when COVID hit, that's what me and the children did. I ain't gonna hold you. We did like detox bot kits, but like not fully filled up. Like some of them was half filled or maybe 1/3 filled or whatever. But we was just giving them out to the homeless folks. We was giving herbs to everybody, huh? Take these. For what?
unless you want to get dead. I mean, just do your thing, bro. Just, you know, up to you, you know. Yeah, I don't know. And guess what? All them homeless people still over there. Mm-hmm. All them homeless people still over there. Oh, yeah, we giving away free bitters on our website. Hold on. Look at this here. I want y'all to see this. It's some wild stuff here. See, this stuff is so, listen to how brainwashed you've been. You know. Do you know that that the majority, I want to say like 99%, but I don't want to go crazy with the numbers. But do you know that the majority of herpes is passed by children? Hold on. I want y'all to understand this. Do y'all know that herpes is transferred by children? I'm talking about kids, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, and not just chicken pox. Not just chicken pox. See, we getting ready to clear up a lot of confusion tonight. You know how many relationships was ended because somebody had herpes? Somebody had herpes. So you know what that means? Somebody had to cheat. Somebody got herpes, so somebody had to cheat. Period. The only way you could get herpes is STD, right? Come on now. The only way you can get herpes is sexually transmitted, right? Come on now. Let's get back to the work here. Let's get to the work. Well, Whack 100 be saying, let's get to the work. Let's get to the paperwork. Let's get to the paperwork. Let's get to the paperwork. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see what we got over here. Now, here's what we got right here, right? Now, check this out. Check this out. Before we even get to the kids and the toys, let's deal with adults and adult toys. Type 1, you see what they say right here? Mostly. You see what that says? Mostly. Right? Mostly. Does that sound like 100%? Mostly. I should hope it doesn't, because if it does, this is going to mess you up. This is going to mess you up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me ask you niggas this question. How many people on this video right now? How many? I want to get signed number 1s and number 2s in the chat. Let's go. Wake up time. Come on. Participation. I'm shutting this damn video down. How many of you right now watching this video, I want you to put a number 1 in the chat if you got a gym membership. If you got a gym membership now, or if you ever had a gym membership before, put a number 1 in the chat room. Come on, wake up. Anybody ever had a gym membership? If you ever had a gym membership, there we go. There we go. All right, there we go. So, all you people that have gym memberships, are you familiar? Now, I want you to go back to the thing again. It's more participation. You people that have gym memberships, are you familiar with spraying down that little spray bottle of disinfectant that they want you to spray each? See, I've been working out so long that I know the gym before they came with these spray bottles. That wasn't always there. Gym was supposed to be funky, stink. That was a part of the ambiance. But nowadays, when you go to the gym, they instruct you that when you use a machine, you're supposed to spray the machine down with the disinfectant, and then you're supposed to wipe it off, and then you use it, and then after you finish using it, you're supposed to spray it down and wipe it off again. That's why niggas buying home gyms. You want me to have a workout while I'm working out. Nigga, I'm not getting ready to pay you niggas $100 a month, and I'm cleaning and all. I'm sorry, I'm getting ready to have a moment. Let me dial it back in. Listen. So right now, they want you to wipe the machine off before you use it and after you use it. Do you know why? That is because people began to try to sue the gyms because they was getting herpes from the gym. Listen to what I'm telling you. They was getting herpes from the gym. Imagine that. Imagine you going home and you got now imagine you in a relationship. Imagine you in a relationship, right? You in a relationship and you not cheating. Now, imagine you an attractive person and you not cheating. That means people is coming at you daily. You know, if you a man, girls is on, you know, whatever. We just saying whatever. I'm just saying, whatever you like, they on you, right? And you turning it down because you're being righteous, moral, upstanding, holding it down, keeping it thorough, loyal, whatever you want, you know. And now you go to the bathroom, something going wrong with your program. You like, hold up. I'm getting ready to kill this. What the? Now you go home, you ready to bug out on your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your baby, you know, you ready to spaz, you bugging, you breaking stuff in the house, you losing it. And this MF got the nerve to look you right in the eye and tell you they don't know what you talking about. They don't know what you talking about. They don't know where you got that from. In fact, they are starting to believe that if you got that, because they know they don't got that, if you got that, you must have got that from somewhere else. So wait, not only do you got this infection, but now they saying that you must have cheated and got it. And you know, goddamn well, you know you ain't cheated because you. So you already know you ain't. So now you totally confused. You're like, wait a minute, hold up. You really trying to play me, so you must not really care about me at all, because you're going to look me dead in the face and tell me you just telling me a bold-faced lie. And then you go to the doctor, and the doctor tell you, oh, yeah, this is definitely an STD, so you got to have this from this or this. That relationship is done. It's toasted. Not only is the relationship toasted, but depending on how you was invested in that relationship, that could affect kids, that could affect credit scores, business, money, psychology. Some type of violence could have happened. All kinds of stuff could have happened. And then you come to find out a few years later. I'm sorry, what does that say that the New York State Department of Health is saying right here? Do you see that? What the New York State Department of Health is saying right here? Okay, so let's just look back. Let's just go back. So here's what the World Health Organization said. Type 1 mostly spreads, blah, 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 blah. Now here we have New York State Department telling you that herpes #1 is on the gym equipment. Hello? You see all the way in the back row back there? Did you already go to the website and get your detox kits and your bitters and all that? Oh, you didn't order from the... Oh, because see, some people left the video. They on Amazon buying the book, so they're at the website getting the products. What are you still doing right here? Go get the products in the book. Let's go back again. Let me show you this again. Let's do this one more time. I got to do this one more time for the niggas all the way in the back. The World Health Organization said mostly. Right? They said type 1 causes the mouth sores and the genital sores. New York State Department of Health said that it's on the gym equipment. It's on the gym equipment. So when you go to the gym, and look, I know you is just like me. That's why I'm saying, look, I know that you are just like me. So what do I mean by that, Ink? What you mean by that, Ink? Come on now. Listen. We're going to pretend like it's just me and you here, right? We just going to pretend like it's just me and you here. It's just me and you. Ain't nobody else right here talking right now. It's just me and you. Mano y mano, pun intended. Mono is another form of herpes. My bad. That was a corny joke, nerd joke. Listen, I'm just saying, you know, the herpes conversation does come and go. But listen, it's just me and you here, right? You know goddamn well you don't wipe off the machine every time. You don't even wipe off the machine when you get off of it every time. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Now listen. You know you ain't wiping off the machine every time. To every machine you done got on. That's that. Now, let's think about it. What fluid of our bodies is transferring this herpes onto the gym equipment? What fluid is that? Sweat. Wait a minute. So sweat could transfer it? So wait a minute. If a person is shedding, wait a minute, doc, what's shedding? Shedding is when the virus is leaving your body. So if a person is shedding and they're sweating, oh, then they're going to have viruses in their sweat. Wait a minute, doc. Hold on. So are you saying that if I run a full court, hold on, doc. Hold on. Are you saying that if I run a full court, right? And I'm bodying up, right? So I'm bodying up, right? I'm banging. I got the ball, you know. And homeboy, he playing D. He like, yeah, I got you, nigga. You ain't doing nothing. And I'm like, what? You crazy, man? I'm hitting him with the shoulders. You telling me that every time I hit him with my shoulders, that my shoulders is possibly, I mean, when I go up for the layup, and I've been talking so crazy that everybody's angry, so they jump on. Hold on. You saying when I'm playing football, right? And I run the ball, and I get tackled, and 2-3 more niggas jump on top, and everybody's pounding up. Are you telling me that in the middle of that pound, that this little creepy crawly is just crawling all over that niggas and everything? Wakey, wakey. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Listen, I told y'all the bitters is shot in the morning when you get out the bed and another shot before you go to bed. Listen, I don't know what y'all think is going on. Listen, why do you think I took all of Dr. Sebi's herbs and put it in one place? All Dr. Sebi herbs is in the bitters. All of Dr. Sebi's herbs is in the blue magic. Why do you think I would put all them herbs in one place? Because I couldn't sleep at night if I did what these niggas do. They want to charge you $50 for, oh, this is Kala Walla. You can barely find Kala Walla, so this is $50. Then I'm going to charge you $50 for Contribo. Then I'm going to charge you $50 for Damiana. Then I'm going to charge you $50 for this. Who got $3,000 to buy? What are we talking about? Not when people need this stuff every day. I'm like, no, we got to put all this in one place, man. We can't play games with these people. These niggas, they trying to buy sneakers and outfits and all that. I'm trying to heal, folks. We got to get this. Listen, bruh. You stupid. That's why I can't talk to Paul. Listen. He put the team on his back. He put the team on his back for real. Listen. I mean, this right here. This right here. The facts right there. New York State Health Department. That's a .gov. That's not a .gold teeth, you know. Don't let them tell you, oh, don't listen to that nigga with gold teeth. You don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, that's why we're using New York State Department of Health. We're using the World Health Organization information. We're not playing. We're not playing. We're not making up nothing here. Look at this here. Herpes gladiatorium infections are common in athletes who play contact sports. Why? See, I had to pay attention to all this stuff because I was in jiu-jitsu school. Bruh, you listen, when you say contact sport, there is no such a sport that's more contact than jiu-jitsu.
Literally. Jiu-jitsu is the most full contact sport there is. I mean, literally. You are completely touching, you are all locked up the whole time. Like that is, you literally are going to spend 2 hours wrestling with a room full of men. And that sounds crazy in the Diddy era. Just saying. That's what you do in jiu-jitsu class. Especially if you're not an amateur. If you're not an amateur, you go into class to roll. Period. That's the main thing you go into class for. You already know your moves. You just want to practice technique. That's rolling. Rolling means live drill. Basically, you going as an adult, you going to the class to play fight. That's I mean, literally, that's what you're doing. You're going to play fight. That's period. So these are only facts. Look, we talking to the OnlyFans community. Well, we coming with only facts to the OnlyFans. Listen, only facts for the OnlyFans. Now, let's look up so I can make sure that we correct when EBV. Let's see, EBV is, yep, herpes number 4, just like I said. So we're making sure look at that. And again, we're making sure everything is upstairs, reputable. This is who? The CDC says the Epstein-Barr virus and mono are known as herpes virus 4. Okay? So I want to make sure that everything we say is clear. Now let's do this one. Let's do this one real quick. Just for the, just so that we all on the same page. The Barr virus does not cause leukemia, but scientists are investigating whether it plays a role in how the disease progresses. Correlations between Epstein-Barr virus and acute leukemia. And what does the National Institute of Health say? Infection with Epstein-Barr virus may be correlated to the onset of acute leukemia. So we have the first article. Epstein-Barr virus does not cause leukemia, but scientists are investigating whether it plays a part in how it progresses. Second article. Infection with Epstein-Barr virus may be correlated to the onset of leukemia. Third article, EBV isn't linked to a higher risk of leukemia, but it may lead to a higher risk of a few other types of cancers. So the third article say that ABV don't cause leukemia, but it causes Hodgkin's disease and some other cancer. Listen, I think that y'all are starting to understand what I'm saying here. I think y'all are getting this. The relationship between EBV, DNA load, right? That's the viral load, and clinical course of patients with chronic lymphocytic leukemia is unknown. Let's go to the next article. Epstein-Barr virus may play a role in the pathogenesis. That's the pathway of creation, right? Just so we clear on what that means. The pathogenesis of all, right? All, that's the acute leukemia, by integrating into the genome of precursor B cells. These B cells means bone marrow cells, right? Disturbing differentiation, blah, 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 blah. A molecule expressed by the EBV is found in the B cells, bone marrow, and plasma of patients with chronic lymphocytic leukemia and is associated with. Now look at this here. This one is interesting. What does this one say? It has been reported that EBV infection is associated with a high incidence of childhood leukemia. Now, what you have to extrapolate from that is if EBV infection is associated with childhood leukemia, obviously EBV is something that's being transmitted in childhood. Herpes is being okay. Let's just go to the top. Let's do this. Epstein-Barr virus risk factors. Let's just do that. Let's just do this. Let's see what we got here. What are we saying right here? What we got? It is estimated that this ubiquitous virus has infected more than 90% of the world's population. We wasn't even looking for that. We wasn't even looking for that. According to the CDC and prevention, Atlanta got... Why they always pick on Atlanta, bro? Come on, man. Y'all got to stop this madness. So look at that. 95% of the adult population ages 30 and 40 are carriers of EBV. 95% of the adult population. What I told y'all? What I told y'all? This is a random article. See, that's the thing about them facts. That's the thing about them facts, you know. What Dave Chappelle said? Y'all got any more of them facts? Ooh, nigga, what Dave Chappelle said?
The gods have blessed us. We must act now. We must act now to save us, to save our souls.
Yo, y'all is hating. If y'all don't be bouncing when that come on, I'm telling y'all, if y'all don't be bouncing, if y'all shoulders don't start to do this immediately when that come on, it's something is wrong with your health. I'm just saying. All right. No. But, okay, this is not what we was looking for right here. So let's go out. Let's stroll around. And that was the NIH. Okay, this is Cleveland Clinic. Nope, that's not what we want. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the CDC. What does the CDC say about the EBV? Come on. Signs and symptoms. Who is at risk? Who is at risk? After you get an EBV infection, the virus becomes latent in your body. In some cases, the virus may reactivate. This does not always cause symptoms, but people with weakened immune systems people with weakened immune systems. Wait, you mean the people with the weakened immune systems? You know, the weakened NRF2 system? You know, the NRF2 system with the detox? Okay, my bad. My bad. It says that people with the weakened immune systems are more likely to develop symptoms of EBV. Yeah. Okay. How it spreads. You can spread the virus for weeks. When you first get EBV, you can spread it for weeks and even before you have symptoms. Once EBV is in your body, it stays inactive. If it reactivates, you could potentially infect others no matter how much time has passed since the first infection. Now, I want y'all to look at these things here. I want y'all to look at how this is transferred so you could we killing the stigma. If nothing else tonight, you're going to learn to hold on to your relationships. If nothing else, you're going to learn the power of love tonight. If nothing else, you're going to look back on relationships that you may have already lost. You may have already had this situation where you accuse somebody, they accuse you, and neither one of y'all knew what the F y'all was talking about. So both of y'all was wrong and no, Yeah, wrong and strong. You were strong in your wrongness. Both of y'all. So the girl that accused Gucci third leg was wrong. Gucci third leg was wrong. They both was wrong because they was both misinformed. That girl probably had herpes who knows how long because she's a sex worker. And no sex workers, listen, I've been telling y'all since y'all know me that my older brothers, my older brother Guy, my older brother Buki, these are real people. They had a porno business. Back in the days, a real one, not no OnlyFans shit, like a real business. They met Pinky and Cherokee and all that. I met Pinky and Cherokee before. I've been to the, what is it called? The AVN. I've been to the AVN. So I'm telling you, when you in that porno business, they don't play. Them is probably some of the cleanest people in the world, but that's the real porno business. Them people got to take every type of STD test twice, 3 times a week. If they paperwork is older than 48 hours, then they're not allowed to film. That's a very tightly regulated industry. The OnlyFans people, it's not regulated. There's no regulation. There's no regulation. There's no education. The only thing they know is that they all trying to find a way to make a few dollars and have fun and enjoy themselves. So now, what does this say here? Kissing. Okay, cool. But what else? Look at this. Sharing drinks and food. Bro, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I showed you that it's on the gym equipment. Now I'm showing you that that's type 1 is on the gym equipment. Now I'm showing you type 4 that causes cancers, and they debating which one it causes. It causes leukemia. No, this one causes Hodgkin's. No, this was causing Parkinson's. I'm going to be honest. I don't want none of those cancers. So I really don't care which cancers it causes. I don't care. I don't even care about to engage in the debate they're having. Oh, this one causes this cancer, but not that. I'm cool because I don't want either one. I just want to be cancer free. How many of us want to stay cancer free? We don't care which cancer it is. I just don't want any of them. Like that's how it could just be me though. Right. So let's take a look at this here again. Sharing drinks and food. I need y'all to get this. Let's remind y'all where we're at. Right. Let's remind y'all where we're at. This is the CDC website. This is not the guy from the Bronx with the gold teeth making this up as he goes along. This is the CDC website. What does it say? EBV is mostly spread through saliva. Saliva is not a sexual fluid. It's a fluid that also is transferred during sex, but it's not a sexual fluid. So now we got it on gym equipment. And what's this right here? What we talking about? What we talking about? Hold on. What we talking about? It's on the toys. Hold on. It's on the toys. Oh, yes. I got the videos. Hold up. I got videos of me in the gym with the bitters. I used to take my bitters in my book bag to the gym yeah. I definitely do that. I definitely takes the bitters with me to the gym. I be in the gym like that. Yeah. That is a certified fact. In fact, I'm going to find those videos. I'm going to find those videos. And when I put that video up, remember, let me write down a note to myself. I'll be making little notes to myself while we on the live stream. I'm going to find that video. That's funny. And I'm going to remember that you said it too, Dennis. Do Inky bring the bitters to the gym? Dennis might think he funny. I got this. That's what I guess he not though. That's because he really know. That's what I do for real. Bitters in the gym. Watch. I got that video somewhere. I got a few of them. I just got to go through my gym videos because I never took it to the gym to make a video with it on purpose. So I got to go through the videos because I know for a fact I'm going to either be drinking it somewhere or I'm going to be working out and it's going to be like on the floor right next to me. But that's what I brings to the gym for a fact. Yeah. People worry about what type of water they drinking in the gym. I'm like, nah, what kind of herbs you on in the gym? Anyway, forget about that. Let's talk about the fact that herpes is on the children's toys. Let's deal with that. Let's absorb that amongst each other. Let's take a moment to absorb the fact that herpes is on the children's toys. How are you avoiding herpes if herpes is on the children's toys? You're passing herpes back and forth as a baby before you even know what you're doing. When your kid go to the daycare, let's say that your kid is the one kid out of 10 kids that don't have it. Well, how is your one kid going to play with the other 9 kids without coming home with it? What are we talking about? I told you, people getting too soft. See, y'all worry about the wrong thing. It's not about the viruses. It's about you being weak. This is why I wrote the allergy book, because Aubrey and Kylie was in school and they had their little almond butter with apple. There's this apple thing they like. It's not an apple jelly, but it's not exactly like it's a preservative. They had the almond butter with the apple preservatives. They like that. Bro, the teachers ran over. Aubrey said she was so scared. The ladies looked like it looked like the ladies was going to tackle her. She was scared. She said, Dad, they ran over and they was threatening me and yelling at me. And one of the ladies grabbed my sandwich and she smelled it. And she said, this is a no-no. Had to go up to the school and try to figure out what's going on. Man, they was ready to slap me with lawsuits and all kind of crazy stuff. Talking about she ain't supposed to bring no nut butter into the school. She could kill somebody. I said, what? So you telling me the problem is that my child had a PB&J? And the PB&J is so dangerous in 2024. This is how weak you niggas is. So you niggas worried about Diddy House and Drake and Kendrick, and you niggas is weak and your children are soft. Your children can't even stand to sit next to another kid eating a PB&J. And you believe that you got time to do something else besides study this information. If my child's immune system was so fragile that a peanut butter and jelly sandwich could possibly kill my child, I wouldn't be doing anything else but devoting all of my time to study to figure out how to build my child's immune system back up. Period. PB&J? What kind of childhood your child gonna have if they can't be next to another nigga because he might have had a PB&J? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? They don't want your kid to accidentally have any sort of PB&J residue on their hand where they could go out into the yard and play tag with each other, and then one of the other kids gonna drop dead from an allergic reaction because your kid had a PB&J and then said tag you it, and then they drop dead. But what are we doing? I'll tell you, we're confused. We're not educated. We're not spending the time to study. Yeah, look at this. Look at that there. Look at that there. That is amazing. Look at that. That is amazing. Oh, they just sent me my text to remind me. You got to register to vote by the 21st if you're in Michigan. And trust me, I can't wait to go vote this year. I can't wait to go vote this year. Do y'all see that there? I just can't leave this up on the screen long enough. This right here was mind-blowing for me. Kids playing with toys. Look at that. Eating utensils, cups, drinks, food. So come again. Come again. Because I know when this video started, niggas' minds was all over the place. I just showed you the CDC, the WHO, the NIH. They're showing you, telling you, New York State Department of Health, oh, you can get herpes from toys. You can get herpes from food, cups, forks, spoons, working out at the gym, playing contact sports? Huh? None of those got nothing to do with sex. None of those got nothing to do with sex. Okay, let's go back through these numbers. Let's go back through the rest of these numbers because we got 4 more of these, don't we? We got 4 more of these, don't we? Yeah, I know, but the other 4, it gets even worse. They're less. They get more crazy. They get crazier. The other 4 get crazier. You can see me? Okay. The other 4 get crazier because everybody got them. Except for the HIV one. They're like, oh, what? Hey, did you say the HIV one? Ah, shit, y'all crazy. Well, it is an HIV one, though. You know what I tell you. I be laughing and joking, but I don't be playing. All right, so here goes number 5. Right, let's do. All right, let's go 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so number 5. This is, I believe, cytomegalovirus, and this is 100%. Everyone has this. 100%. I told you it gets uglier. 100%. And guess what? Out of this 100% of the population, you see what that says? 1 out of 3 kids have herpes number 5 under 5 years old. Under 5 years old is when we get this, herpes number 5. So number 4, herpes number 4 spreads on toys, starting with drooling babies, and this one is starting with toddlers. Hello? You niggas in the back here? Can you see me back there? Hello? You have herpes right now. Oh, nigga, look at your face. I can see your face from here. Oh my goodness.
The gods have blessed us. We must act now. We must act now to save us, to save our souls.
Yo, y'all better stop texting me. Yo, y'all better stop texting me. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me get this charger for this computer, man. Y'all better stop texting me. Listen, this is what it is.
Myron! Myron! What? What are you doing? What you doing?
What you talking about? What am I doing?
You reading them nasty books again, right, Myron?
Man, nobody reading no nasty books, man. You scared the hell out of me. What you talking about, man? Well, I ain't did that in about 2 weeks.
You called yesterday 2 weeks. What you reading? What you reading?
You scared the goddamn book, man. Dr. Inky. I went on Amazon and got 3 Dr. Inky books because I'm reading about melatonin and biochemistry.
What is, Myron, that's not even a, first of all, it's not melatonin and whatever it is that you just said. It's melanin and biochemistry. You can't even pronounce the word, so how you reading? How you reading, Myron?
I'm not looking at the pictures. I know I look at the pictures. I got the books right here. I'm looking at the pictures. You know, ain't nothing nasty about this. So what you talking about? I got all the books right here. What you talking about?
Myron, you don't even know how to read. Every time we get mail, you bring it to me. You think I don't know that?
I was hooked on Phoenix. Now, what you talking about? I was hooked on Phoenix, so I know.
That's the algorithm.
Listen. Y'all had a few minutes. I'm sure that y'all went to check out cytomegalovirus and see what the numbers is. I mean, let's go ahead and let's see if we can. Let's go on ahead over here and see what good old what we have. Okay, so this is number 4. All right, this is number 4. And number 4 says this blah blah blah. So let's come on up out of here. That's EBV number 4. Let's go on over here and cytomegalo. Here we go. This is a beauty. All right. CMV spreads person to person through body fluids such as blood, saliva, urine, semen, or breast milk. Oh my good. Oh my gosh. This is getting worse. I told y'all it was gonna get worse. Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all this was gonna get worse? Yo, I told y'all the second 5. I told y'all the second 4 is gonna get worse. Listen, I told y'all the next one was going to get worse. Now, we got 100%. Now, you see why this one is 100%, because this one comes through the breast milk. This one comes through the breast milk. It's a wrap. Urine and breast milk? What are we talking about? I thought this was sexually transmitted diseases. Come on now, where you niggas at? Y'all niggas can't see this in the back like that. Are y'all confused? Y'all missing it? Are y'all missing it? Did y'all need me to clean it off a little bit more? Y'all missing it? What'd that say? The Mayo Clinic. It says blood, saliva, urine, semen, breast milk. Interesting. CMV is what? What does the CDC say? Well, let's look at what the CDC say. But that was amazing what I just read. Maybe not to you, but it's amazing. What did this say? A healthy person's immune system usually keeps the virus from causing illness. Wait a minute. Ain't this about the 3rd or 4th? This about the 3rd or 4th. Ain't this about the 3rd or 4th herpes that said the same thing right now about this immune? There's something going on with this immune system thing, ain't it? Some babies born with CMV have health problems at birth or that develop later. CMV is a common virus that infects people of all ages. In the United States, nearly 1 in 3 children is already infected with CMV by age 5. Over half adults have been infected with CMV by age 40. Once CMV is in a person's body, it stays there for a lifetime and can reactivate. A person can also be reinfected with a different strain of the virus. Most people with CMV show no signs or symptoms and aren't aware they have been infected. I'm sorry, what did that just say right there? Most people with herpes show no signs or symptoms and aren't aware that they have been infected. In healthy people, sometimes infection can cause fever, sore throat, fatigue, or swollen glands. Occasionally, CMV can cause mononucleosis or hepatitis. Wait, what? You see how shit just got real just like that quick? Just when y'all thought it was cool, like, oh, so Inky said everybody got it. We cool. We good. Did you see how quick that shit just went from 0 to 60 to 100? Nigga, 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. This just got crazy. This is where my problem comes in. There's a lot of things that we're dealing with now that's tracing back or is being linked and associated with, how it spreads. How does it spread? The virus can stay in a child's body fluids for months after infection. People who are often, wait a minute, hold up. So you telling me when these cute babies pee on you, wait a minute now, hold on, because that's damn near rites of passage. We like that. Oh, I changed your diaper. You know, I cleaned your doo-doo. I remember I got a little doo-doo on my hand. How much y'all paying babysitters to change your baby diaper? Hey, yeah, it's thought-provoking ain't even the word, is it? So yes, some sexual, yeah, of course. But wait a minute. What about saliva? See, when I have babies, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't allow people to kiss my babies. You know, you have like a baby shower or something. Everybody like to touch and kiss your baby. I don't like, I'll be very, very, very liberal with the elbow. I'll be very liberal with the elbow. Like, yeah, oh, hey. You know what I'm saying? You get that. You don't even get a stiff arm. You get the, hey, yeah. Old ladies and everything. Oh, yeah. Hold that. Let me check you real quick. Yeah. Keep them nasty lips up off my baby. Oh. Do you see that? Where is all of the gangsters that been shot? Where's all the thugs at? You been shot how many times? How many times you had some blood transfused up into you? Wait, what? Hold up, look. Pregnancy causes the virus? Pregnancy? Yo, pregnancy? Look, you could lower your chances of getting CMV by reducing contact with saliva and urine from babies and children. Oh, shit. This has been a fun night for me. If not for you, y'all ain't got the info. And listen, just remember, I told y'all at the beginning of this video, no matter how much information y'all think I'm going to give y'all tonight, know that this is nothing compared to what's in the book. Because you got to learn this shit, yo. You got to learn this shit. Remember, go back to the beginning of the video. Because I know by now, y'all watching this video, niggas is having like it's like minds have been blowed, put back together, reblow. Like this folks is tapping out. Like, I can't even watch no more of this. I can't hold you. You messing up my childhood memories. I got a newborn baby here. Like, what are you trying to tell me? These people telling me that, what are they saying? You could lower your chances of getting herpes by reducing contact with saliva and urine from babies and children? What? What if you got a baby? Hold up. Listen, I'm out the hood. Listen, for a while, I was the only child, right? But then I had my little sister. Me and my little sister had to share a bed. When I used to go, when my mom used to take us downtown to Jefferson Projects on 2nd Avenue, okay? Everybody know my family in Jefferson Projects, 2nd Avenue in Harlem. But my mom used to take me down to Jefferson Projects, right? We used to go to my Aunt Darlene house. The whole projects know who we, you know. It used to be a lot of us in there. It was only 2 bedrooms in there. And it used to be in the living room. It used to be whoever was the adults there, right? So Darlene is in the room with her boyfriend. You know, that might be whoever, right? And then in the living room is adults. So it might be my mom's on one couch, my Uncle John or JoJo or somebody might be on another couch or whatever. So the living room going to have at least 2 to 3 pairs of funky feet up in there. And then in the other bedroom, that's the children. It's only 2 beds in here. And it's going to be me, Petey, Wesley. It's going to be probably at least 4 or 5 of us on them 2 beds. So what we talking about now? You telling me when we in close quarters like this, like we pack like this in a way, you see, this is how, listen to what I'm telling you. when we talked about the nutrients, and I talked about all of the nutrient deficiencies and how the insurance companies is able to pick exactly when you're going to die and bet against your life, you didn't understand. And I was telling you then, you don't see with your eyes, you don't hear with your ears. You can only see and hear with your mind. So if you don't have the information, somebody could put it right in front of you and you not see it. I asked everybody at the beginning of this video, how many people believe that 2 out of 3 people have herpes? And most of the people said yes, but almost a third of the people said, nah, I don't believe that. And guess what? It comes out that 100% of the population has herpes. The only thing is how many forms of herpes are you carrying? That's the only difference amongst people, is how many are you carrying? That is it. That is the only difference. How many different herpes viruses are you carrying? I need you to get this. And how early did you get exposed to them? Because the earlier you got exposed to them, the better you are later on in life. Yeah, see, later on in life, you get to be walking around immune or asymptomatic. So you technically, you know, until your immune system starts to retro, you know, it starts to go backwards, then you're going to pop out of nowhere with an infection, and then you're going to think that you just got it. See, that's the problem. I want y'all to understand this too, because they're saying as we go through each one that they're liable to reactivate at any time in your life. So these different herpes viruses that you're getting as a kid, under 5 years old, at birth as a baby, or 3 years old, or whatever, your body goes through an accelerated growth period. It's called puberty. That means that all of your anabolic hormones are at their peak. You're damn near Superman walking in front of bullets. The problem is, what do you do starting at 17? What do you do at 25? How is your lifestyle at 30? Do you have anything going on in your life that protects you? See, if I'm John Q. Public and I'm absolutely ignorant and I'm eating whatever I want to eat, but at the same token, I love baseball. So I'm playing baseball like nobody's business. Well, the exercise and the physical activity that I'm doing with that baseball is going to counteract a lot of these other risk factors in ways that I'm not taking care of my body. So I'm still going to have a certain baseline level of health. What happens is, though, as we start to get in our 30s and 40s, some of those things start to slow down, and it just becomes like work and then like sitting down. There's a lot of sitting going on, and sitting, you just don't have no idea how dangerous sitting is. So anyway, I think we're ready to. Hey, listen. I'm dead. Is I handed out? Hey, you get hurt. We're gonna hand out herpes 4 to everybody in the front row. Everyone in the back. Listen, we're gonna get you the herpes 6. come on. Let's go find. Let's find some more bad news. Let's find some more bad news. We'll be at herpes 6. Let's go to herpes 6. Come on. Let's go to herpes 6. Herpes 6. What the CDC got for us? Come on, CDC. You winning right now, CDC. You on fire. Let's check this one out. Okay. Herpes virus 6, an emerging pathogen. Infections with human herpes virus 6, of which 2 variant groups, alpha and beta, are recognized, is very common, approaching 100%. Oh, nigga. Oh, my goodness. I can see your face now. Oh, my God. Y'all so bad with me. I love y'all, though. I love y'all. Listen, if it wasn't for the OnlyFans, I probably wouldn't be talking about it. I would be still discussing kidney stuff. But this is kidney stuff because guess what? These herpes viruses cause kidney. Listen, I can't make this stuff up. So anyway, primary infection with herpes virus 6 beta causes roseola infantum, a common what? Let me blow that up for you. Let me blow that one up for you. Approaching 100%. Primary infection, right here, people. What does that say? Causes roseola infantum. Roseola infantum. Do you know that they released amongst the children's hospitals back in 2020, 2021, that there was an outbreak of this? Yeah. And what is this? A common childhood disease that resolves what? Spontaneously. After primary infection, the virus replicates in the salivary glands and is shed in the saliva. The recognized route of transmission for beta strains. It remains latent in the lymphocytes and monocytes and persists at low levels in cells and tissues. Not usually associated with disease in the immunocompetent, the people who's getting the monthly, the detoxes and, Herpes virus infection is a major cause of opportunistic viral infections in who? The immunosuppressed, typically AIDS, transplant recipients. And what happens? So now, my kidney people, that's on the kidneys list. My kidney people on the kidneys list. My kidneys people on the kidneys list. If there's some mystery organ rejections, you may want to start asking your doctors about infections. You may want to start asking your doctors about infections. I have a few people that this is specifically relevant for. Okay? So I think we can, I think we've I'm about to say, I think we've touched on this one, but that's going to sound yucky. That's going to sound yucky. I think we've touched on this one enough, right? So this one is getting infants, right? Literally, this one gets infants because it's called, or one of the manifestations anyway, roseola infantum. That's epic. So now, we haven't got to all 8 yet, right? We've been through 6 of them. And out of the 6 of them, it seems like majority of these are being transferred by children, correct? That ain't got nothing to do with no sex. That ain't got nothing to do with no sex. This shit is on toys. Cups, sippy cups, toys. Like, what are we talking about? Diapers. It's on the gym mats and the equipment. Listen, I already know what one of y'all doing. One of y'all already, I could tell somebody already trying to work on one of their relationships already. Like, hold up, babe. Listen, look, Inky can prove it. Hey, I can hear one of y'all right now. Look, babe, I'm telling you, just turn on the YouTube right now. I'm telling you, he gonna show you the CDC is saying that I didn't. I'm telling you, babe, look at this. The New York State is saying. Oh, New York State is saying what? New York State saying what? We hot. Come on. We got 2 more to get through. We got 2 more to get through. Come on, CDC. You are on fire. No. We don't even want to hear from nobody else but the CDC now. We don't even want to hear from nobody but the CDC now. Where you at, CDC? Let me just type in CDC, see what they're talking about. Come on now. No, we don't want no shared posts. We just want one dedicated. Now look how they're going to violate. Look how they violating number 7. They ain't even giving number 7 a whole post to herself. I believe that's disrespectful. They're trying to make this a 6 and 7 thing. Okay, let's see what they're talking about. Wow. 6 and 7 and central nervous system infection in children. That's very interesting. The role and frequency of human herpes viruses 6 and 7 in central nervous system diseases in children is unclear. Cerebrospinal fluid samples from 245 pediatric patients, median age 43 days. So 43 days old is definitely an infant by my standard. That's not even 2 months old. Okay? So 245 babies submitted for evaluations for sepsis or neurological symptoms were tested for 6 and 7. Blah, blah, blah. And 6 was found in 3 and 7 was not found in the samples. Blah, 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 blah. 6 and 7 are uncommon and seen. All right. We want the regular information, damn it. Come on. See, this one I'm saying. I have to go over here. Come on, man. They're getting stingy now. They're getting stingy now. I'm starting to feel a way about number 7. Let's go to Wiki. Let's see what Wiki talking about. Wiki ain't gonna let us down. You see, Wiki ain't gonna let us down. It's one of 9 known members of the herpes family that infects humans. Now they saying 9. Now they didn't added another. Wait a minute. They didn't added 9. They didn't added another one in. I wonder if they're doing the alpha beta thing. They might be doing the alpha beta thing. Both 6 and 7, as well as other viruses, can cause a skin condition in infants known as exanthema subtitum. Now, how many of you have babies at home, right? How many of you have babies at home and you had your doctor, right? Your doctor said that your baby had one of these things. Now, what if the doctor would have told you your baby had herpes? What if the doctor would have told you your baby had herpes? This, I just gave folks a get out of jail free card. Bro, I don't want to give folks a get out of jail free card. This is what I want to do. I want to drop a bomb on top of the jail so it never exists, because I'm getting ready to show you that was a scam. The video ain't over. We're not even close to over. The niggas that's tuning out, they're going to miss out on the end of the grand finale when we go into that. We still not finished. We got work to do. We still got work to do because you need to know who made. Maybe I should save that for another video. Should I save that for another video or should I keep going? Let me know. Maybe I'll tell. Maybe since it's after 3 hours and there's so much info, y'all might need to chill. And we might need to come back tomorrow or another day and go back into it and let people, you know what I'm saying, assimilate the info. Because the scam we didn't get to the scam yet. We didn't get to the scam yet. We didn't get to the, because you're looking at all the info and you're seeing that this has a lot less to do with sex than you've been trained to believe. So somebody had to make a benefit off of making you believe that you was dirty, that you cheated, that this was some sort of stigma to it. They had to create that stigma, right? You'll come to find out that this was the first medication to start getting the full marketing campaign that we see now. It started with, anyway. So we over here, number 7. Look at this. Now we're getting into brain diseases. You see this? This is where the brain diseases and all that come in. Because see, you got these viruses in your body. They may cause you a rash. They may not cause you a rash. But if you're not actively controlling the microorganisms in your body, believe you me, they're going to be in there doing their own thing. They're going to be doing their own thing. That is not what you want. That's why people are having organ stuff. People are getting, let me ask you a question. What if, hold up. Let me do this like this. Let me just do this like this. Let's take herpes out of the picture for a second. Let's take herpes out of the picture for a second, because let's take herpes all the way out of the picture for a second, because I feel like y'all are totally missing. Y'all are totally missing the point here. Let's take herpes out of the picture for a second. Come on. We're going to take herpes out of the picture for a second. What is a problem that black folks is dealing with? Watch this. Let me just show you something. What's a problem that black folks dealing with? Come on now. Give me something. What black folks is dealing with? Ooh, we got a whole other drip right there. I like a whole other drip. That's too hard. All right, my bad. So, black folks, high blood pressure. What's the cause of high blood pressure? Come on, wake up. I know y'all still watching. What's the cause of high blood pressure? Somebody put the cause of high blood pressure in the chat room. Anybody? Any of the causes that you know about. Just type a high blood pressure cause in the chat. Come on now. Diabetes, blood pressure, stress. I see you, Street Money. Okay, stress. What else we got? What they say? Being black, right? So black got something to do with the melanin. And they say if you're black, your chances is higher risk factor than, okay. What if I show you? Let me show you something. Look at this. Watch this. Check this shit out. I was talking about you earlier. You missed it. I was literally talking about you earlier. What? Yeah, he said he almost got into a fight with the Soulcraft book. Yo, wait a minute. Whoa. You got the Soulcraft book? You got that book already? See, look. He almost got into a fight with that book. That book is some. Listen, ain't it some shit in that book? Listen, ain't it some stuff in that book? That book is a wild book. It's some crazy stuff in that book, ain't it? Bro, I can't put all that stuff up there, all that stuff like that up there on that internet. Oh shit! I can't put that stuff like that up there. Listen, you gotta go get the book. Yeah, that book is wild though, but it's a lot of science in there too because we dealing with cellular communication and how cells talk. So there's a lot of other stuff in that book that we really got to get to besides some of the scarier, but it's all related. And that's the craziest part that goes along even with tonight's conversation. There is a whole aspect of your cellular function that these people are trying hard not to let you in on. This is the real thing that you got to understand. There is a whole entire secret world inside here that your ancestors described to you in stories and mythology and all that. That's a real place. And it's a lot of stuff going on in there. And it's listen, it's like it's a secret. And I'm like the whistleblower, like, hey, come over here. Let me tell you this shit. No. Inside your body. And God said, and God wants you to know about. I'm trying to tell you. Watch this. Look. Almost nobody ever heard of this before, what I'm getting ready to show you. Watch this. If y'all don't stop texting me, boy, y'all better stop texting me. Look at this. Now, how many of y'all ever heard of bacteria giving you high blood pressure? How many of y'all ever heard of bacteria giving you high blood pressure? Listen, how many of y'all know that bacterias? See, I'm trying to tell y'all, these little guys, we sleeping. See, if you go back 20, 30 years, you never even knew about microbiome. Now they're telling you all of a sudden microbiome control the immune system. Think about that. That means bacteria control your immune system. The very same immune system that we need to do what? Fight off bacteria. Wait, hold on. So my immune system is run by bacteria and it's supposed to be killing off bacteria. Has that ever worked? Listen. Has that ever worked in life where we let a group of people judge themselves of crimes? Has that ever worked? Listen, does that ever, if I'm the judge in my own criminal case, what do you think is going to be the verdict? Not guilty. If I'm the judge, the prosecution, and the defense attorney in my own case, what do you think is going to be? Not guilty. But that's exactly what's going on. Our immune system is supposedly composed of microbiome, and that microbiome is supposed to be watching out to kill bacteria. I'm just saying. These are, listen, let's go to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, what do you think about this, Dave Chappelle? Dave Chappelle, what do you think? Let's see what Dave Chappelle thinks. Dave Chappelle have spoken. Right? Look at this. Come on now. This is a species of bacterium in the normal microbiota of the upper respiratory tract. Okay. So what Inky talking about? This says normal, then everybody just, okay, well, what's it? Oh, wait a minute. On the one hand, it has been associated with better lung function and less inflammation. And on the other hand, I definitely want to know about that other hand. Let me see what that other hand is saying. The importance and abundance of strict anaerobic bacteria in the respiratory microbiota of people with cystic fibrosis. Okay, we out of here. We out of there. All right, let's narrow it down. Let's do this.
Let's go up here. And let's see what happens if we type in hypertension. That's all. See, that's all I'm saying. See, that's all I'm saying. Because some of you niggas right now is on hypertension medication. Some of you right now is on hypertension medication. And your doctor never told you nothing about that. You never heard of that before. In fact, when I told you hypertension or high blood pressure might be caused by bacteria, in the back of your mind, you're probably thinking, I got hypertension. I know I would have heard of that before because I've been taking these drugs for 10 years. I've been taking these drugs 15, 20. I know the doctor would have been mentioning that to me. Yeah, of course. I got the best doctor, but you know, some of y'all go in the emergency room, whatever, so you don't know what to expect. But I know it's a handful of y'all watching this right now thinking, nah, I pay my doctor good money. I know for a fact he would have told me about that because I was trying to figure out whatever I could figure out to try to get rid of. Well, let the church say. What? And what is it also associated with? Black pigment and hypertension. That is it's even named what? Melanin ogenica. That is very interesting. There is a melanin bacteria that causes high blood pressure. Listen, this is why I be saying sometimes it's not that I should stop the video for me. I'm just thinking about your well-being because I know at a certain point there's so much information overload that your ears and your mind is just you don't even know what to say. Niggas, they don't even know what to say. Of course, no. I am out partying. This is how my out partying looks. Yo, you made me hurt my stomach. This is how my out partying looks. I'm out partying. I'm out partying with you. Yeah. The red, the black, and the green. So, okay. So now, 100 over here. And then we're going to round off this last one here. Now, herpes virus number 8. This is the AIDS one. This is the AIDS one. And the reason why I call this the AIDS one is because this is what people are scared of. So back in the days, when AIDS first came out and we started seeing people with AIDS, the thing that was really scary was they used to have like all those sores and all that stuff. Well, guess what? That was not AIDS. Like, wait, what are you saying, Inky? That was herpes? No, listen. They did have AIDS. I'm not saying that they didn't. This ain't that kind of, oh, AIDS doesn't exist. No. They had AIDS. But what I'm saying is, see, y'all are thinking in your mind that I guess your body can only have one virus at a time. That's far from the truth. Tons of viruses in there. And they can all be active at once, or 1 or 2 or 5 or 10. Like, it doesn't go however you've been programmed to think. Listen, so people with HIV, accelerated AIDS, when the immune system begins to crumble, herpes virus number 8 is the one that makes their face have all of those lesions and stuff on there. This is called Kaposi sarcoma. It's not only people with AIDS, but people with different autoimmune diseases and all that. The herpes, because their body can no longer contain it, starts to make those sores and all that stuff on their face and all that. But those are separate things. Those sores and all that's not coming from the AIDS or the cancer or the autoimmune disease. It's coming from the herpes. Kaposi sarcoma. All right? Separate things. So for you fake herbalists out there, stop confusing people.
yo, I'm gonna clear up your face and the haze. And I'm like, yo, these niggas don't know anything. And the worst part is that y'all, John Q. Public, y'all don't know enough to know that these niggas that y'all are listening to don't know anything. And I just be laughing, and y'all always be saying, Inky, what is so damn funny? And when y'all ask me what's so damn funny, I keep referring y'all to books. I'm like, well, you know, the book's on Amazon. I don't know how to explain it that way. See, once you get a few more of these books in, more shit's going to be funny to you too. See, that's the thing. The more of these books you read, the more things are going to be funny. Come on, let's go over here and see about Kaposi sarcoma. Yeah, because I know right there, the high blood pressure from bacteria, y'all confused and all get out. We'll circle back around to it. Don't worry about it. Or if you get the books, you know, it'll be in the books. I believe that's in the kidneys book. That's in the kidneys book. I just wanted to make the example so y'all can understand these little micro organisms. You think, see, listen, again, niggas running around with sticks, Dracos, poles, hammers, all of these lovely slang words for weapons to deal with the ops. See, you're worried about dealing with people who cussing you out on the internet. These little things, it's not playing no games with you. These little viruses and bacteria. So while you running around, I don't know what it is you're thinking. I say, hey, did you get your monthly detox yet? No, I didn't. No, ain't gonna get it next month. All right. I can't be, but you see, I said oh, well, ain't carry up. You didn't send me the order. You are only in such a rush to get it because you're not doing your shit regularly like you're supposed to be doing it. See, once you do it like this, it's going to start overlapping. And then you will always have these herbs in your system. Let me take you back to the beginning of time. And when I say this to you, you're going to remember that I like, oh shit, Inky told us that at least 1,000 times. Let's take y'all back. The most ugliest, nastiest war in the history of wars is not Vietnam. It's not the Civil War. Those was brutal wars, but they was not as brutal as the Spice Wars. The Spice War is the most brutalist war ever fought. Why? They was fighting over the herbs. The herbs that our ancestors figured out had to stay in circulation in your blood. How often am I supposed to take these herbs? Had to stay in circulation in your blood. Inky, how often do I have to stay in circulation in your blood? You understand? They have to always be present in your bloodstream. Always. Always. Because these are always there. The herbs must always be there to keep them in check. So your ancestors created an elaborate system of matching the taste of certain medicinal herbs with certain types of food so that every time you ate, you would have these herbs going into your body. So you're thinking in your mind that rosemary is not a potent medicinal herb. You're thinking that thyme is just some BS from your cabinet, or you got time to spare. You don't understand how these things came about. Those seasonings is some of the most potent herbs on the planet, like saffron. That's why they was chosen to go in the food. They in the food so that they could be constantly in your bloodstream. It's not medicine. Medicine, when you get sick, you go to the doctor. The doctor give you some medicine. You take it 2 weeks. Okay, boom. Then you're supposed to go back to the food to keep you healthy. The food supposed to have the herbs in it. But now the environment then got so crazy, I don't even believe seasoning the food properly is going to help. You actually have to have the herbs. This is why I put 40-something herbs inside the Blue Magic. I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to put all these herbs in the damn sea moss. This is how we're going to do this. I don't know what to tell these niggas. I'm tired of talking to them. I'm just going to put all this shit in the damn sea moss.
The gods have blessed us. We must act now. We must act now to save us, to save our souls.
Let's go. Hit the Cash App. All right. All right. So now, Kaposi sarcoma. Oh, look at this. Clinical info, HIV.gov. Guidance for the prevention and treatment of herpes number 8. And look what it also says what? Also known as Kaposi sarcoma in adults and what? Adolescents with HIV. See, I told you, listen, this is what I do, bro. I don't play with this. I laugh and joke, but I don't play. I laugh and joke, but I don't play. And look at this. Look at this here. Now look at this. What I've been telling y'all. Now look at this. Look at this. Say right here. Look at this. Do you see what that? Human herpes virus number 8, also called Kaposi sarcoma associated virus, is a recently discovered human tumor virus. So what does that mean? This is a virus that causes tumors. See, I keep telling you, you niggas worried about rashes and goofiness. This rashes is the last thing. Listen, rash is the last thing you got to worry about with these herpes viruses. These herpes viruses is not playing. That the rash just mean, you know, you got some traffic in or out of the body. That don't got nothing to do with what's going on inside your tissues. Think about this. When the herpes virus is going in and out through your skin, you got those bumps and those rashes and those sores. But what about when it's going in and out of your organ? Don't it got to leave that same sort of thing on your liver? Don't it got to leave them same sort of bumps and holes on your intestines? Don't it got to leave them same things wherever it go? That's how it get through the tissues. And like, what? I mean, that's going on inside. I mean, when the last time you took your... Yo, when the last time you had them herbs? Yo, listen, I keep talking about this. We got a book called, what? The Clean Abs Fascia book. And what did I say about that book? That book is about inside hygiene, right? Because people don't know how to wash the fascia. The fascia, right? Where you think all these viruses and stuff, listen, they traveling. You gotta clean that fascia, and you gotta set up sentinels all throughout that fascia. That's why the herpes keep attacking the lymph nodes, because the lymph nodes drain the fascia. Yo, listen, I don't know what to tell y'all. Yeah, but listen. Y'all want me to go into the scam? Let me go into the scam. Damn, let me go into the scam. Let's go into the scam. Look, how about we just do this so y'all can see if I'm BSing or not. Watch this. Let me just type it in like this. Look, I'm gonna just type it in like this. Let's see. Go right there. Look at that. Look at that. Did Big Pharma create the herpes stigma for profit? Did Big Pharma create the herpes stigma for profit? Look at this. Look at this. The guy with the gold teeth ain't got to tell you nothing. Look at this. How Big Pharma helped create the herpes stigma to sell drugs. Look at this. How our fears of herpes was invented by a drug company. How herpes became a sexual boogeyman. How the stigma of herpes harms patients. Herpes stigma archives. Why are herpes drugs so expensive?
Listen. See, I ain't even got to go through these. Listen, I could leave that for you guys now. I think I could leave that for you guys now. Now, who wants to go into the exact protocols and everything and how to get rid of it? Now, let's see that. Who thinks that? Who thinks that is of value? Who would like to know exactly with ease which herbs to use to get rid of the outbreaks for good? If you need topical stuff, which topical stuff works? And you know, because there's people that's shooting in the dark. They don't know what they're doing. So they telling you basically, when you go to a lot of these online gurus and all that, they just telling you basically every single health modality and hoping that something along the way sticks. So they're going to tell you need to start getting massages, infrared, you need to do clay facials, you need to detox, you need to go vegan. They're going to tell you every health protocol ever invented mashed together as one health protocol. You want to know what exactly works. Like, you just want to know the main thing, right? And no, it's not moringa. Oh, shucks. Okay, people. Here you go. I'll tell you how to do it right now. Let me see. I got you. All right, I got you. Let me pull it up. I got you real quick. Hold on. Hey, yo, why does keep coming on my computer screen?
With me? Oh, I love Satan. I love that lowdown. Hey, I gotta love you. You see what happened?
What is Dr. Sabi talking about? He loves Satan for? What kind of clip is that? That's an interesting clip. Hold on, but that's not the info y'all looking for. I know, my bad. Y'all looking for the real info, and I'm over here playing games. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. That was just so uncalled for, and just, here we go. I got it right here. I got it right here. Here we go. Okay, bang. There we go. Here you go. I'm going to show you exactly what to do right now. Bang. So this is what you're going to do.
Put Molly all in that champagne. She ain't need no. What? I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't need no. What?
Nigga, what are we looking at, bro?
Yeah, y'all figure out what y'all gonna do? You gonna go get the book. The book is gonna tell you what to put on topically, what to take, where to get it from, what countries it come from, blah, 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 blah. And no, it is not American. It is not any of the Dr. Sabi herbs. Let me just say that. It's not a Dr. Sabi herb. Dr. Sabi has never discussed this herb. I'm fairly certain that it's a herb that is, I'm going to say this. In 20 years, I've only ever heard one person explain this herb to me that we're talking about in the book. In 20 years. In 20 years. And this is not a health guy. This is a street guy that, you know, he just is a very highly intelligent brother. You know what I'm saying? So I happened to converse with him often. You know what I'm saying? And he was putting me on at the time we was having the conversation. In 20 years, only person I've ever heard mention this herb before. And when he first told me about the herb, I thought he was making it up. I thought he was making it up till he spent
3 days sending me scientific journals from all over the world. And then I got my hands on it and went to practicing and using the herb, you know, in a variety of different ways over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this just one herb that, and I'm gonna show you, obviously in the book, we're gonna have the paperwork. You know, I don't play 0 games without no paperwork. We're not making up nothing. This ain't none of that drip the honey in the eyeball fakes. Like, this is none of that. Everything is like how we did tonight. We laugh, we joke, but it's always CDC. It's always National Institute of Health. It's always World Health Organization. It's always verifiable. Everything that we talk about in the book is going to be verifiable. We're going to show you the paperwork parties, right? That's what people are into on the internet now. So we having paperwork parties on herpes is in the book. The paperwork party, I should have named the book the paperwork party. This is the paperwork party on herpes in the book.
Oh. So positive for HSV1 means you do not have herpes. It means you have had probably like a cool sore, more sore, stuff like this. And this is very common in the whole world.
Right.
2 out of 3 people in the world have HSV1.
Let me just look it up so I can.
Most adult stars, they do not test for HSV1 in most tennis shoes. Guess what?
Right. Yeah, it says, I'll just read the statistic. It says globally, an estimated 64% of the people under 50 have HSV1, which is the main cause.
My name is Minister Inky. I am the naturopathic doctor and the spokesman for the Melanin Burst Diabetes Ministry. Every time you go to the supermarket without the electrician grocery shopping list, it's like putting a loaded gun to your head. Stop playing Russian roulette with your life. Help us make America great again. Learn how to save time. Learn how to save money with the electrician grocery shopping list on Amazon now. Go to Amazon now. The life you save may be your own.
Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I'm supposed to do. There you go. Good thing I have my grocery shopping list. Don't leave home without it.